everybody, and welcome in for a very special broadcast here on the Black Bears YouTube network. My name is Brooks Hill. To my right, your left on the screen is my partner tonight, Cole Parenti, and we are not in the Watertown Municipal Arena. If you could have guessed by now, we are broadcasting live from our friends downtown at Stadium 138 on Washington Street. So, really easy to remember the address for this great new sports bar here in downtown Binghamton. It's 138 Washington Street. Really simple, rolls right off the tongue. Big thanks to Kaz and the rest of the ownership staff here on having us out here tonight on Friday night, a little bit closer to home, only about a block away from the arena. So next time you come to a Black Bears game, make sure you check out Stadium 138 for a little pregame action or for some postgame celebration as well. You're listening to the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. Triple Cities Family Dental always makes your smile their priority. You can schedule an appointment by calling them at 607-545-4148 today. As I welcome in my partner, Cole Parenti. Cole, the Black Bears, a pretty defining moment of the season last Saturday night as they defeat the Danbury Hat Tricks 6-2 at home. There was a lot circulating that game, not only with what happened on the ice, everything surrounding the Black Bears and Hat Tricks for that matter, off the ice with some suspensions, some moves were made, some statements were issued, but essentially we're right back to square one here going into game number 30 of the season for the Black Bears coming off that 6-2 victory.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy week all around Black Bears hockey between Brant Sherwood coming as the assistant coach, Tom Reynolds becoming the head coach. You did a Tully's Good Times with Tom Reynolds later on in the week. The suspensions were appealed. The Black Bears won the appeal. Now Brant Sherwood is now the head coach again up in Watertown. And all of that kind of overshadowed what was a great home victory for the Black Bears on night two. Night one, they came out a little flat. They lost their home streak of games that they won, but they came back the next night and they showed why they're a dominant force in this league with the way they were able to put up goals in bunches against a very good Danbury Hat Tricks team.
Well, I think they didn't come out flat. I think they finished flat. I think Coach Sherwood would be the very first to tell you that the third period was perhaps the worst period of the year for the Black Bears, as a 4-goal frenzy from Danbury ended the Black Bears' 21-game home point streak dating back to last March in the 2022-23 season. But they win on Saturday night, and it's about not how you start, it's how you finish. Black Bears finished the weekend grabbing 3 points, and they split that series with Danbury for that 2-game set. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with tonight's Injuries and Scratches brought to you by the Court Jester Athletic Club. So don't go anywhere. We're hanging out on YouTube and live from Stadium 138 all night long, everybody.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks. Fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back in, everybody, to Stadium 138 here for a remote broadcast live on YouTube. The Black Bears are taking on the Wolves of Watertown tonight up at the Municipal Arena. And due to the internet capabilities up at the Municipal Arena, we elected to stay home. For tonight, we have a fan watch party going on here at Stadium 138 that is filled with some Black Bears fans. Also, some casuals just hanging around downtown Binghamton, maybe getting their first glimpse of Black Bears hockey this year. So, good way to maybe reach a couple more people tonight, Cole.
Yeah, and if you don't know about the Black Bears, you certainly should. They're leading the league in points. They're winning games not just by small margins, but by big margins. They're a very exciting hockey club to watch. So, if you don't know about the Black Bears, or someone you know doesn't know about the Black Bears, make sure you educate them and get them to a game this season.
Well, speaking of leading in points, let's talk about the guy leading the team in points, Tyson Kirkby, before we get to tonight's injuries and scratches. Coming off a 3-point night, 2 goals and 1 assist. One of them was an empty netter, but a full-ice empty netter. Still just as impressive. It still counts the same as if the goalie would have been in the net. 2 out of the 6 goals that the Black Bears were able to score against the Danbury Hat Tricks on Saturday. But let's get to tonight's injuries and scratches for the Binghamton Black Bears. As people follow the transaction wire, they saw that earlier this week, the Black Bears essentially made a 1-for-1 swap on the 15-day IR. Nolan Egbert comes off the IR, and he's scheduled to play tomorrow night at home against Elmira. We're very excited to see Nolan back in between the pipes for the first time in almost a full month. So Nolan Egbert activated from the 15-day IR. Jake Schultz, however, now placed on the 15-day IR with that upper body injury that he suffered on the first shift of the game Saturday night.
Yeah, Jake Schultz is a huge loss for this team. He was a defensive backbone, a guy with ECHL experience. He had come back, and the excitement was there that they had this big defensive core. The defensive core is still strong. Jesse Anderson's going to be the one that slides back. He will be with his beginning of the season partner, JT Walters, and it'll be a big step for, believe it or not, a forward, Austin Thompson, who slotted to play center tonight. So we'll see how the Black Bears can adjust around these injuries.
So we actually saw Austin Thompson take some faceoffs last game, Saturday night back against Danbury, and he was able to be on that power side, led to a goal from Ivashkin and Ray right off the faceoff. And even though we've seen Thompson take draws both in the offensive and the defensive zone this season, we really haven't seen him play too much of a center position. So it's going to be his responsibility making sure he's back on defense and protecting the area in front of the blue paint.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how he adapts that. Austin Thompson I spoke to many times last year on the ice for scoring goals, and he had told me he's a net front presence. He tips pucks. He cleans up rebounds. He's in the dirty areas. The front of the net is a long way back to the other side of the ice if you're a center. So we'll see if Austin can kind of turn up the pace, I should say, or if he's going to adapt his game a little more. We know he has that nasty wrist shot. We've seen him fire it from the circles a few times. So Austin Thompson, number 25 in white, definitely a player to watch tonight.
Yep, 25 will be on that second line along with Andrew Logar and Connor Smith. Those were the injury and scratches update brought to you by our friends over at the Court Gesture Athletic Club, Binghamton's premier fitness facility. We're going to take another quick timeout, come back with the ANC starting lineups, and finally get the puck drop up in Watertown. Live from Stadium 138, we're going to take a timeout. Be right back after this.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back, everybody. As you see, the lights have dimmed in the arena, and here at Stadium 138, where me and Cole are located, they are bright and shining. Maybe not for the pleasantry of some viewers, but we're going to remain small for a little bit right now as you see the kids skating around with the flags, getting ready for the presentation of the national anthem here, and we're very excited that everybody could be with us here tonight. Cole, I know that Watertown, last time out against the Black Bears in Watertown, came from behind, and they won that game 5-1 in a pretty convincing manner after the Black Bears scored the game's first goal.
Yeah, Nikita Ivashkin got the Black Bears started. He put them up 1-0. We had figured this was going to be Black Bear hockey, score some goals, roll to the finish line. And I think the Black Bears got a little content and a little, overconfident in themselves. They were yet to lose in regulation, and Watertown jumped all over that. Their goalie made big saves, and they had guys who don't usually show up. This team is very focused on Trevor Lord and Tate Leeson. Other guys started to contribute, like Alexander Gamzatov, former Black Bear, scored a goal that night. And the Black Bears need to make sure they play a team effort. They only have 9 guys tonight on the forwards, so they're going to have to use them all, and they're all going to have to go out there and play hard.
Well, that's the voice of Cole Parenti. Starting lineups getting called out now. Right now for the Watertown Wolves. Looks like the big guy, Justin Schmidt, still looking for his first point of the season, and is going to start on the blue line with Ian Sergev as well. On the forward group, Alexander Gamzatov, the former Black Bear, played in 4 games with Binghamton at the beginning of this season, and also did record 1 assist. And of course, you got the heavy hitters, Tate Leeson, doing a lot of that lifting. He did play a couple of games earlier this year with the Adirondack Thunder in the ECHL. Leads the team in goals with 22, and only second in points at 38, one behind Trevor Lord, who is going to be split up from Tate Leeson for the time being. Chiwetan Blacksmith going to be that other forward with Gamzatov and Leeson. And I kind of like this move from Coach Verbeek. Watertown had kind of been labeled a one-line team with Leeson and Lord hanging out with each other. But if you split those 2 guys up, I think it increases your chances a little bit.
Well, not only that, the last time we saw the Watertown Wolves, like you said, Brooks, it was a 2-man show. It was Trevor Lord, Tate Leeson. Fast forward to where we are now. Chiwetan Blacksmith has been on a goal tear. He's got 14 goals. He's the 3rd leading goal scorer on that team. So the 2-headed monster has turned into a 3-headed monster. But I guess you can really give that to Tate Leeson. He's one of those players that when you play with him, he makes you better. And look at Alexander Gamzatov, too. He had no goals when he went to Watertown. He gets put with Tate Leeson. Now he has 6 goals. So Tate Leeson is one of those players you build around, and he's one of those players that makes others better, which is a coach's dream.
Well, before we take our final time out of the pregame show, let's get to the Thompson & Johnson Equipment Company. A goaltending matchup tonight is Sam Lavecchi for the Black Bears, who has not seen action in about 2 weeks now. He's 7-1-1 on the year, a .317 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. Facing off with Elio Bouchard from Watertown, 4-3-0 on the season, and a goals against average of .436, save percentage at .910. That's your Thompson & Johnson Equipment Company goaltending matchup, always elevating your expectations. Thank you for listening in to the Triple Cities Family Dental pregame show. Myself and Cole will be right back after these messages with the first period brought to you by Dragon Billiards Instruction.
Jersey, bring us the hitties! Yeah!
All right, I got the hitties. Out, eh? Oh yeah! Cheers, baby. A win like that calls for a real celebration. Oh yeah.
I have one on the
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sports vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Remote broadcast number 2 of the season. First, on location from Stadium 138 on Washington Street here in downtown Binghamton. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti doing the call here tonight. We have the games up on the big screen here at Stadium 138. A slew of televisions by my quick count. I know there's one above my head. 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 TVs here in this 2-story sports bar establishment that opened up on New Year's Eve. So if you haven't checked them out quite yet, I highly recommend that you do so. Great food, great entertainment. We were here setting up earlier today at happy hour between 4 and 6, and there was a lot of people here excited to get their weekend started a little bit early here tonight. And Cole, for the Black Bears, I know they want to start their weekend on the right foot. And it's going to be line number 2 and defensive pair number 2 for the Black Bears as well, trying to set the tone. Thompson line with Andrew Logar and Connor Smith, and the Bulldogs on the blue with Dakota Bond and Dan Stone.
Yeah, you want to get your weekend started right. You want to build off that game Saturday against Danbury, and you want to make sure that you don't let any mistakes of the past get to you. As you mentioned earlier, last time they were in Watertown, some stuff happened, bad stuff happened, but now it's time to regroup and hopefully come away with a win here.
Yeah, and the puck already dropped here as Dakota Bond has it first touch behind the goal line, and Binghamton will start their breakout right away with Dan Stone. Watertown, last time in this arena, not the best first period, but they had excellent second and thirds, and that was the difference maker between the two sides.
Yeah, and it's not how you start, it's how you finish. But here's Connor Smith ripping one high off the glass. But back to your point, Brooks, like I said, not how you start, it's how you finish. And if you finish strong, you're going to walk away. It's not about necessarily when you're in the game, it's not about winning the game as a whole, it's about winning periods. They lost the first period, but they won the second and they won the third, and that's when you walk away with a win.
Yeah, it looks like Watertown flipped the scoreboard on us a little bit. So, Cole, why don't you go ahead and hide us and the scoreboard for a minute while we work on an adjustment to that here. Good friend EJ always doing looking turnover. Centering pass up for Kirkby. Bouchard made the save. Rebound behind the Watertown net and loose puck 40 seconds in. The Black Bears are going to score. And a second shift of the night. Binghamton capitalizes, and they're up 1-0 over the hometown Wolves. Kind of how the game started last time, but Tyson Kirkby continues to stay hot.
Yeah, he's been on fire. He just cleans up a rebound right there in front. Here it is on your screen again. The Elio Bouchard gets set. Oliveri just feeds it out in front. First whack, second whack, no good. Comes back and off the goalie and in. Similar to the goal we saw Brendan Stanko score off Travis Ridgen last time we were in Watertown, which was 2 away games ago.
That seems like forever ago as Tomasi fires a shot. As Wolvechi gets his first touch of the puck. JT Walters picks up the loose change, and he will reverse it. Going to be interesting to see how much Watertown wants to apply pressure on the forecheck. The Black Bears, no shortage of offense anywhere in the first, second, or third line. Jesse Anderson playing defense tonight with JT Walters, chips this puck in behind.
Somebody's got to tell Jesse he's playing defense the way he loves to rush the zone, but when you have a stay-at-home defenseman as your partner like JT Walters, you can have that luxury.
Temporary hold up at the blue line as Yates was trying to cross the line on sides. It'll lead to a takeaway, and Tate Leeson comes firing in into the slot. A shot blocked by Weber, Dan Weber, that is, and makes its way to the kick plate. One thing I do love about the Watertown Municipal Arena is that blue kick plate. Very easy to differentiate the puck, I believe. And it's nice to see somebody doing something a little bit different than the traditional yellow kick plate that runs all the way around. As a big hit right up there at the red line leads to an opportunity for Watertown. Blacksmith tried to feather one across and instead finds its way to Tommy Ray, who was a guest on the Power Play post show earlier this week with Bob Howard. If you haven't given it a listen yet, I highly recommend you do so. Great episode as Watertown is off sides at the line with 17:35 left to go.
Looks like Binghamton and Watertown really trying to get a feel for the game. They haven't seen each other in a while, and Binghamton off running early, which is a good sign, but they've allowed Watertown a few good chances down on the defensive end, so they're going to have to tighten that up as we see Austin Thompson here taking the draw.
So Thompson is on that power side, and with a righty like Thompson, that right hand's closer to the ice. That's on his power side. You want to push it back on your backhand, and Thompson will do just that. Play it over to Stone. Gets a quick pass over in front of the Black Bears bench from Thompson, and I think he got caught a little bit with his head down. That'll allow Watertown to throw the puck back out into the neutral zone. Too far behind Dan Stone, and this is icing against the Wolves. 17:20 left to go in the first period. Tyson Kirkby's 20th of the season. The difference maker so far in this one, Cole.
Yeah, Tyson, the first Black Bear this season to get to 20. He's had Nikita on his tail. He was chasing Nikita for most of the season. Now he's taking the lead. First Black Bear to get to 20. Leads the team in goals, which is a huge sign. It's always great when you can get production from your captain, and it sets the example for the rest of the team when guys like that get it done, especially, like I said, leaders. As we have a bit of a delay here, Brooks.
Yeah, it looks like they're shaving up a little bit of ice. You know, nothing like that carpet delay last week.
Oh.
I've never seen a carpet delay in hockey before.
Yeah, that was interesting, to say the least. I've seen mascot delays and what are some crazy ones? Oh, when the Islanders had all those Santas on the ice and got delayed, but never a carpet one.
I've been a part of a postponement for the ice not getting cool enough. Waited around till 9:30 for a scheduled 7 o'clock start, and the ices never got cool enough because they had a college basketball game earlier that day at noon. Funny thing. And it's really puts it in perspective of how long people will just wait around for good hockey.
Or how long they'll wait once they've spent money.
That's true. But everybody who had a ticket to that night could go again when they had the makeup game.
Well, they didn't know that at first.
I think as soon as they didn't play, they ended up thinking about it. Face-off one back and shot right back onto Bouchard, and that'll allow us to talk about Austin Thompson a little bit more, trying to win another face-off. This time he just tries to push it forward, and I think that's Michael Mercurio getting the better of him that time around. Binghamton trying to apply and sustain pressure. Last time in this arena, they only scored once, and it was in the first period. It was Nikita Ivashkin who scored the only goal. Watertown throws the puck out into the neutral zone, and Lord going ahead for Mercurio. Mercurio tries a power move, but it rolls off his stick behind the net of Levechi. It will be cleaned up, and Andrew Logar comes across the left wing side, dancing on through. Thompson losing the hand on it, gets an opportunity that just kind of floated out to his stick. At first sight, Cole, that looked like Thompson was shielded away from the play, and then the Watertown player goes diving on the ice, and it rolls right back onto the tape of Austin Thompson with a glorious opportunity.
It looked like a broken play that fixed itself for the Black Bears as Logar made it a strong effort coming into the zone and coming around and getting himself in a position to make a pass to Thompson, and the puck just found its way to him. So when the hockey gods are on your side, good things happen.
Binghamton wins the face-off. Kirkby outside the face-off dot couldn't handle the pass. Watertown tries to stretch the ice, but a good job by Anderson, being Jesse, nullifying the forward from the Wolves and getting the puck back out to the neutral third. Touch pass from Kirkby over to Yates, throws on the brakes at the circle, and his only play, while the Black Bears are changing the defenseman, is to get that puck deep. Takeaway by Anderson, back up to the blue line, held in by Walters, shot denied by Bouchard, loose puck, cleaned up by the Wolves defense, and they skated out of harm's way. 4 minutes gone here in period number one. Binghamton out shooting Watertown 7-2 here on Friday night, but once again, Watertown offsides at the line. Second time tonight that Watertown a little bit early into the offensive side.
Yeah, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now. Everyone's kind of jumping the zone. They need to have a little continuity and make sure that they get themselves all together before this game gets away from them, as the Black Bears win the puck back and the defense will set up behind the net of Levechi.
So Dan Weber now skating out. He's got a load of steam. Brand new stick for Dan Weber. So we'll see if that pays any dividends. Ivashkin on the back end almost got a no-look shot off between the pad and the post, where Bouchard was occupying the net. Bodies going flying at the offensive blue line for Watertown, but Binghamton comes away with the puck in the offensive side. Liam Anderson's wrister easily snared by Bouchard with no net front presence. And we will hold for a face-off with 15:31 left to go. It gives us the opportunity to talk to you about our friends over at Dragon Billiards Instruction. Dragon Billiards, shop, repair, play, and learn all things billiards. Located in Vestal, or you can visit them online to maybe schedule an appointment or find out more information, dragonbilliardsinstruction.com.
Well, Brooks, speaking of Dan Weber's new stick, guess who else finally got his new stick? This guy, thanks to Trevor.
Okay, so big shout out to Trevor, who finally got Cole a new stick after breaking his last one in a furious rage.
Yeah, I'd never seen him as angry as he was, and he took it all out on that stick. That poor stick did nothing to him, but he took out some rage like the Hulk.
It was really funny. Trevor faked broke Cole's stick, Bo Jackson style, over his leg.
Except he forgot to fake it.
No, the first time he did fake it. The second time he did not. So, Watertown with some offensive zone time, but no shot will come of it. Levechi's only seen 2 shots so far here through the first 5 minutes. Fletcher knocks down a fluttering puck. Tries to spin off a hit, but he will absorb it from the Watertown player. And now Lord, seen him play forward and defense this year for Watertown as well. He's marked right now by Thomas Ray. Ray stays on the forecheck, and Lord using his big size to win that matchup. Good defense by Dan Stone up at the blue line. I feel like you say that a lot with number 52. Not going to lead the defensive core in points this season, but sound defensive play from Dan Stone. Prides himself on not taking too many penalties. I think he has 6 penalty minutes this year, all minors.
And I think 4 of them came last week.
4 of them came in the same game on Saturday. He said after the game, he didn't remember the last time he took 2 penalties in the same game. That's pretty impressive.
I would say so myself, and especially as a defenseman, when you don't take penalties, you're available for the penalty kill, which is so huge for your team.
Well, Thompson tries to sidestep a hit. He will, but in the process of trying to backhand it up to the blue line, he turns it over to Blacksmith. And now Gamsatoff flutters one just wide of Levechi's net, and it's poked around into the corner. From the point, Levechi makes the save, and here hang on for a whistle. That takes us to our first timeout of the night. 13:56 left to go in period number 1. Live from Stadium 138, the Black Bears are on top, 1-0. We'll be back in just 60 seconds, folks, so don't go anywhere.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Here, trying to get a fitting score bar up here. And Cole will be working on that while I continue the play-by-play. Tyson Kirkby does a good job of winning this face-off. Stretch pass over for Gavin Yates. Looking for more Kirkby. The trailer was upended legally with an excellent stick lift by the trailing Watertown defenseman. So this is floated out into the neutral zone. Why don't we just go ahead and hide that for right now, and we'll try it again in the next little bit. So we're trying to add that during the next commercial. Again, apologies for the technical difficulties. Did not know how the scoreboard was going to change tonight up here in Watertown, and we're trying to give you the best feed that we have right now. So Watertown chips it in. Gamsatoff deflects that one into the safety net and out of play out at the blue line. So this face-off coming back out into the neutral zone at least, and we will be moving back the other way. Some players changing for the Black Bears.
Looks like it'll be we'll go right back to the neutral zone here in a wholesale change as the Watertown Wolves win the neutral zone back. Here they come over the line. The shot is off Levechi and wide. Back out to the defense. That shot comes off. Levechi didn't even have to make a save. Buzzing now from Watertown. That shot in close. Levechi made the save. Back now for Dabari. He'll send it in deep. And Watertown still working on this offensive zone time.
Yeah, and man sent down to the ice for the Black Bears shot, and that's a lot of heavy traffic. That's the most net front presence Watertown's had so far in this one. Here, touch pass over to Weber. He skates in, tries to go between the legs of one defenseman, but a good job covering up. I believe that is Thornton in Periwinkle and Navy.
Nikita lost his stick. He's going to the bench for a new one.
Yeah, Dylan Konechny right on the spot, handing it over. Also want to give a big shout out to our friend John Brown as Liam Anderson throws that one on target, and here hold for a whistle. And John Brown, commonly known around the locker room as Jeets, making his first ever appearance on the bench as the assistant equipment manager. So big congratulations to Jeets.
Yeah, good for him. That's real cool.
So now Dan Stone off the face-off win, throws it through traffic, and it's blocked. And Dan Stone floats it out into the neutral zone. Watertown not having too much possession time here early in this one, but loose puck from Bond is actually fluttered towards Lavecchi's crease. I believe Bond was trying to go behind the net on that one to Stone, but Lavecchi does a smart play there and just wants to cover up, not take a chance.
Yep, always a good play when you can just cover that puck up and make sure nothing bad can happen to you while you play with it.
11:45 left to go here in the first period. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti live from Stadium 138 doing the broadcast today. This play is onside. Smith goes out wide. Low angle shot off the back side of the net. Logar will give chase on the centering pass, and this time the Black Bears cannot score from behind the net. Chip in charge, a one-man wrecking crew for Trevor Lord as he flies by Bond, and on the backhand reverses it around down low. Blacksmith picks his head up, gives it right back to Lord as he's sent down to the ice by Smith. Those two guys, two big boys, would not want to get in front of Trevor Lord or Connor Smith. Bond clears it out of the zone and has the puck knocked off of his stick. And it's made its way back out into the Black Bears end. JT Walters, Don Oliveri on the ice right now. Oliveri playing right wing tonight as this is shot down the length of the ice. It's icing against the Black Bears with 10:48 left to go in the first period.
Isn't it great how Don Oliveri can really do it all? Defense, forward, doesn't matter what Coach Sherwood asks him to do. Ollie's all for it.
Yeah, very team player, Don Oliveri. Only thing that I think we haven't seen Don Oliveri do this year, Cole.
Goalie?
Well, obviously that. I was going to say we haven't seen him on the Northeastern Striping Corporation penalty kill yet this year.
No, not yet. That's a good point there, Brooks.
So Oliveri off the face-off win from Kirkby, gets over the red line and throws it on target. Bouchard will just put it in his trapper's mitt, and looks like that's going to draw a crowd as he might have pushed a Watertown Wolf player into the goalie, but it looks like cooler head's going to prevail there, and 7 seconds run off the clock. And we just...
I'll tell you what teams really don't like, Brooks. They really don't like when you go anywhere near their goalie, whether it's your fault or not. They're going to let you know that you're not allowed over there.
Yeah, big thank you to Cole for working through the scoreboard and getting our regular scoreboard up there. 1-0 Binghamton leads. Only thing that we can't really see right now is the clock. We are watching the Watertown feed just like you guys are, and we are screen capturing it. So 10:23 left to go. First period action. Oh, so close to the next media timeout. JT Walters floats it out into the neutral zone. Wolves fling it in, cross corner dump in, Danbury style. And Kirkby tries to glove that one down. Goes off his glove. If Oliveri would have touched that, that would have been a hand pass. Blacksmith lets it go by. Now Yates tries to center up for Kirkby on the takeaway by the Black Bears. Watertown does a good job getting around it. And a penalty coming up against Binghamton. I believe Liam Anderson is going to be the guilty party here at 9:55 remaining in the period. So we're going to go to take a timeout. We'll tell you all about it when we come back. Tripping is the indication. Right back from Stadium 138 right after this.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks. Fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Stadium 138 live remote broadcast here tonight. Big thanks to everybody who came out to support the Black Bears here. But Cole, right now, the penalty killers, brought to you by the Northeastern Striping Corporation, gonna get tasked with the first special teams action here tonight as Liam Anderson is guilty of the trip at 10:05 of the first period.
Yeah, penalty kill is always a huge part of the game, and you got to make sure that you're strong, but your goalie also has to be your best penalty killer, and we'll see what Sam Lavecchi will do here.
So Watertown trying to space out the Binghamton penalty kill. 84% on the year for the Black Bears as a shot, looking for a tip, and it's scored. Trevor Lord deflects the puck right out in front. And actually check that, and that might have been, and it is old pal Alexander Gamzatov with the deflection. 9:34 left to go in the first period. This game is tied up at 1 by a Watertown power play goal, the first of the night for either side. 10:26 time of the goal.
And old friends come to bite hard as Alexander Gamzatov gets his second of the season against the Black Bears, 7th on the year.
Yep.
So here it is on your screen. Lavecchi up high in his crease, manning the top of the zone, exactly what you're supposed to do. Gamzatov just in front, gets a nice tip on it, and this game's all tied up.
Yeah, nothing you can do about it. That shot was going well wide of Lavecchi's net, but Gamzatov puts a good move on. Look out, nifty pass, and the Black Bears looking to regain the lead. Tyson Kirkby robbed on the doorstep for the second time tonight. And Bouchard with a little flip of the puck towards Kirkby. And Kirkby kicks it right back at the Watertown goaltender, who I think got a little talking to from the referee, Jared Matrano, right there.
Yeah, they definitely don't want that because it's not good for anyone.
9:09 left to go here, and despite what you might see on the screen right now, Watertown is not on the power play. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Seeing the angle from below the goal line of Bouchard's net. Again, we are just carrying Watertown stream, so this is the exact same thing the Watertown fans are seeing right now, as we do not know what is going on the other end of the ice. Getting a great look at Elio Bouchard. Hopefully, our friends over at Steve Weed Productions pick it up soon, but look out, looks like the puck's coming this way. Breakaway, and they score. So maybe it's a good thing that we didn't see the Black Bears playing the defensive end. All I saw was a streaking Black Bear, and he fires it right past the Watertown goalie for a beautiful goal, giving the lead back to Binghamton.
Looks like it's Jesse Anderson. Here we go. We're going to see it from behind again. Anderson just rips it right under the glove of Bouchard. And I always say Jesse Anderson might be the most unlucky guy on the team. He gets such great opportunities, and he gets stonewalled, or he gets the puck fluttering off his stick. But here, he finishes the job. And if Jesse just had a little puck luck on his side, I'm sure he'd have 10 goals this season, Brooks.
Well, the puck bounced his way that time. Believe it or not, that is Jesse Anderson's third goal of the year. Not too much in the back of the net for Jesse this year, but leads the team in assists with 24. I was just going to point that out.
My dad likes to joke that when you get that view of the goal, it always seems to end up in your net, and I guess that rang true here tonight.
So Gamzatov flies back in for Leeson. Leeson tries to dance around the Black Bears defense. Liam Anderson, no relation to the goal scorer Jesse, floats that back out into the neutral zone. 13 shots so far tonight for Binghamton, 6 for Watertown, and Lavecchi will play that over to Weber. And nothing Lavecchi can do about that tip on that Watertown goal. Also, Lavecchi, hasn't played in a little bit of time, but has seen a little bit of the puck here early as Ray loses control of the puck. That puts the Black Bears on a delayed offsides. Watertown throws it back out. They try to advance it. Thornton for Lord, but Thornton already ahead of Lord, and that play offsides. 7:18 left to go.
Yeah, another instance of Watertown just not being on the same page with each other as they're offside once again. Looks like it'll be the Trevor Lord line staying out there with Michael Mercurio against Don Oliveri and Tyson Kirkby's line.
So Watertown wins this faceoff. They wrap it around the wall. Lavecchi got a partial stop on it, enough to slow it down for Dan Stone to collect it, wrapped around the wall for Bond. And now Oliveri plays it out into the neutral zone for Kirkby. Plays it all the way across the left wing side. Oliveri on a one-touch, and it skips into the glove of Bouchard, who melts it down.
You know what I like to call those, Brooks? Dirt ball reads as it just chips its way right off the stick of Oliveri into the glove of Bouchard. Nothing really that tough for him. He makes the save, and you could tell he was not happy with himself after giving up that breakaway to Jesse Anderson, so we'll see if he settles in.
So face-off push back into the corner, and now behind the net of Bouchard. Binghamton, a little hesitant at the blue line that time was Bond, and that allows Watertown to throw the puck back out into the Binghamton end. Dan Stone, though, Johnny on the spot, puts it back out, and Watertown cross. Mercurio outside the dots, throws on the brakes, works a two-man game with Lord, trying to dance around Bond. It's cleaned up by Gavin Yates into the corner. Binghamton tries to skate it out of harm's way, but not there yet. Lavecchi directing traffic. And everybody for Binghamton takes a breath as Gavin Yates circles behind his own net, plays the puck. This is not icing, as Austin Thompson already ahead of the Watertown defender. Loose puck is going to be cleared out, though, by the Wolves on the second opportunity. And Tomasi fires a wrister all the way around the glass. Shot tipped and still in play. Thought Watertown maybe had their second of the night on a deflection. This is icing against the Black Bears with 5:46 left to go here in the period.
I think the game plan was simple, Brooks, against Sam Lavecchi. Try to get pucks to his net and try to get men in front of him to take away his eyes and tip the puck. And we've seen Watertown come out and kind of execute that. They scored on that when Gamzatov. The Black Bears need to read and recover and make sure they clear out anyone near Sam Lavecchi's blue paint.
Face off, one back to the Wolves, and a shot from the point is blocked. Binghamton tries to clear. Thompson does get it on the backhand up to the red line, but no further. Quick re-entry for the Wolves coming back into the offensive side. Leeson holds, blocked by Walters, and he plays it back up to the line. A misfire, and look out. Connor Smith starts his engine. He's in all alone. Smith, shot denied by Bouchard. That time Smith went for the shot, not the deep, and Bouchard was ready for it, going down to the knee, stacking the pad.
Yeah, Bouchard looked like he learned his lesson from the last breakaway, almost nearly in the same spot. Connor Smith looked more like he was shooting for the 5-hole in the glove, and it just kind of closed up on him before he could really do anything.
Walters plays it off the kick plate. A stretch pass intended for really nobody, but soft enough that it doesn't reach the goal line. So that clock will keep on running. Binghamton will be allowed to freely change as they avoid icing. Big thank you to everybody hanging out in the chat, watching us here tonight. 365 strong, just like days in the year. A great night for Black Bears hockey. We're sorry that we could not be up in Watertown like some people are tonight, but we're glad that we have a great host in Stadium 138 here tonight. Stretch pass over to Ivashkin, comes to the front side of the net, denied by Bouchard. Rebound steered all the way back up to the red line, where Anderson, waiting for it, fires right back in, blocked by a Watertown defender. And Binghamton loses control. This is Thornton crossing over the line. He has Lord the trailer. Lord uses that big frame to get around Ray, and Ivashkin plays it all the way across, yawning net, and Binghamton recovers as Weber gets across to disrupt that shot.
I think that puck was just bouncing a little bit. If it was settled down all nice and beautiful, it would have been thrown right into the net.
So under 4 minutes left to go here. Watertown tries a stretch pass and makes contact with Lord's stick, and he will go for a line change. As Oliveri now trying to find Tyson Kirkby. Kirkby, the first goal scorer of the game. Gamzatov, the former Black Bear for Watertown, the second, equalized it at 1. And then a minute later, Jesse Anderson reclaimed the lead for the Black Bears with his third goal of the season. Stone softly glides it around the kick plate. Kirkby tries to intercept it from behind the net, and this will be floated over. Oliveri, Yates applying pressure on the forecheck, and Cole, with this 1-goal lead, I like how Binghamton is applying pressure on the forecheck, still making life very difficult for Watertown, as that forecheck right there leads to that icing with 2:58 left to go.
Yeah, and before we go to break, I'll just say you got to keep being aggressive. I think they learned their lesson a little bit with Danbury last week. Keep your foot on the gas pedal and make sure you don't let anyone get back into it. But we'll come back right after this. You're watching Black Bears Hockey on the YouTube channel.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Welcome back, everybody. Black Bears Hockey here on YouTube. We're getting ready for an offensive zone face-off. And, Cole, you quickly got to your point, but this will give you the opportunity. That Black Bears forecheck applies pressure, leads to that icing call here late in the period. See if the Black Bears can capitalize here. Goals scored in the last 2 minutes are detrimental against teams that get scored on.
Yeah, and it's great for your team. You go into the locker room feeling good, talking about it, happy, hooping it up. But if you're on the other side, you're definitely not dealing with a happy coach who's telling you got to lock it down in the last few minutes because you start planning like you're going to go for a 1-goal deficit, and all of a sudden it's a 2-goal deficit. And that's just an entirely different talk from Coach Verbeek if that is the case.
So Binghamton re-enters the zone. Connor Smith tries to play it over the line into the middle of the ice. Instead, it'll be intercepted by Anderson as Watertown tried to clear. Just looking at my notes here from the last 2 games, goals in the last 2 minutes. Saturday night, Binghamton had 2. And on Friday night, Danbury had 1.
And I believe that Danbury one was the game-winning goal, if I'm correct.
It was, with 45 seconds left to go. Ray tries to walk the dog in the offensive zone this time. It'll come off its leash, and the puck will flutter away. Gamsatov cuts through the middle of the ice. Looked like a little Ivashka move right there. Cutting towards the middle in between the hashes with the puck on stick. Wonder if you picked that one up from Nikita in their time during training camp together.
Well, we know those two were friends, and I've been on the bus quite a few times, but I never saw Nikita as vocal as he was with Alexander Gamsatov, which was real fun to see. I think that they had a little bit, they obviously had a connection, both coming from Russia, and I'm sure Nikita loves any time he gets to see his good buddy Alexander Gamsatov.
So 92 seconds left to go here. And want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I'm looking at the chat on our YouTube page. I'm watching the Watertown feed from my work computer. Cole has the Watertown feed pulled up on the streaming computer, and we're watching the Watertown feed here at Stadium 138. That way we can continuously see the clock a little bit. So a lot of feeds. A lot of internet being used tonight as Mercurio comes in, a toe drag, tries to get around Walters. Walters gets enough of it to block into the corner. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. Arister blocked away by Lavecchi. Another shot wide of the target, knocked down by the skates of Walters. Watertown trying to tie this game up here in the final minute of the period. Oliveri coming over with Yates. Oliveri now tried to hit Kirkby, the trailer, but instead it's poked away. Kirkby steals, and Yates in the corner. Kirkby's floored in front of the net, and a penalty is coming up against the Wolves on the next touch of the puck or stoppage. So extra attacker is out. Sam Lavecchi vacates his net. Centering over for Thompson, denied by Bouchard. Kirkby to the rebound, trying to find Yates. Centering up, and it's touched up by Watertown. 21.7 seconds left to go. Watertown takes their first penalty of the night.
Yeah, not an ideal power play for the Black Bears, I'll say, because you only have 21 seconds to work with in this period, and then Watertown's going to get a bit of a rest, come back in the second. and have a minute and 39, but still 20 seconds to work with. You can get off at least 2 or 3 good shots if you really make it count.
Most important thing right here is a clean face-off, and Watertown will win if they can clear. It'll pretty much nullify the Black Bears for the rest of the period. Watertown will do just that. And this will be the final push for Binghamton. Bond will start the breakout from the goal line. 200-foot play off the stick of Thompson, and this will be knocked away. That'll do it for period number 1. The Black Bears will carry over a minute 39 of power play time into the second period. We will take a timeout, step aside. Black Bears lead the Wolves 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Thank you for tuning in to Black Bears Hockey for tonight's remote broadcast, live from Stadium 138.
Jersey, bring us the Hennies! Yeah!
All right, I got the Hennies. Constantly's out, eh? Oh, yeah. Cheers, baby. A win like that calls for a real celebration. Oh, yeah.
I have one on the back.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next power sports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new power sport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at ExciteMotorsports.com.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks. Fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome in, everybody, for another edition of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti, Bobby Gross working security detail, and also helping us out on the camera and producer side of things. We want to thank you for tuning in to tonight's remote broadcast from Stadium 138 at 138. See what they did there?
I do, Brooks, I do.
All right, I was also making sure everybody at home saw what they did there, too. 138 Washington Street, the newest sports bar here in downtown Binghamton, hosting us tonight for a remote broadcast due to the lack of internet connection up in the Watertown Municipal Arena. Cole, the Black Bears find themselves up 2-1 after the opening period. Power play goal, though, for Watertown, but Binghamton carries a minute 39 of their own power play time into the second period.
Yeah, and if you want to be a good team in this league like the Black Bears are and you want to win games, you have to make sure your power play is clicking. And this is a huge opportunity to go into the second period pretty much up 3-1 if they could score this goal quickly. But they cannot let Watertown gain any momentum if they can't find a way to find the back of the net. They have to make sure they keep their foot on the gas pedal, which is something I've said many, many times, and make sure that they don't let their opponent back into games like we saw a few times with Danbury.
So Binghamton has 2 even strength tallies, one from Tyson Kirkby, the other from Jesse Anderson. So some of the captains doing the lifting tonight for the Black Bears so far. And as Cole said, they will carry over some power play time here in the second period. Looks like the lights just got a little bit brighter here for us. Take a look at the shots on goal, and you wouldn't think this is a 2-1 game. 18 for Binghamton in the opening 27 for the hometown Wolves.
Yeah, 18 shots on goal is a huge pace. You're around 60 if you keep this up, and 60 shots on net is eventually going to squeak a few through. The goaltender, Elio Bouchard, his defense has to do a better job of getting in front of shots and stopping the Black Bears from opportunities. I believe we saw about 3 breakaways in that first period. So Watertown's defense needs to be a little stronger if they want to find a way to come away with this one with points.
According to the league website, they have Tate Leeson as the goal scorer. I thought it was Gamzatov who led the line and had that tip out in front. We'll see if that changes. Of course, my stats are unofficial. Whatever goes on the league site is final for everybody wondering back at home. So I have it marked as Alexander Gamzatov. If we come back to the second period and I check the stats again and they still have it as Tate Leeson, then so be it. Really doesn't matter for the Black Bears. What I do know is that they have the Black Bears goals right. It's Tyson Kirkby, assisted by Gavin Yates and Don Oliveri. Jesse Anderson from Connor Smith, 2-1. So, very interesting period, I think. Binghamton comes out. They score 49 seconds in. Watertown in a little bit of a lull, but they do get that first power play. Couple seconds shave off of that opportunity, but a tip out in front, nothing that you can hold against Lavecchi. That shot was going well wide of the target. And I think sometimes people get a little bit lackluster. They look at Watertown, they're only 10, 16, and 2. Their power play is 7th in the league, operating at 20.4%. But, that kind of means that they're going to score 1 out of 5 times, and they could get 4 more power plays tonight, and they could hit their quota for the night.
Yeah, and you just got to make sure that you find a way to make that power play number go down and make sure that penalty kill number also goes down. And the opposite for the Black Bears, put that power play up and keep the penalty kill climbing.
So Binghamton, on their first power play, they are second, they are currently second in the FPHL at 30%, only trailing Motor City, but Motor City running away with it right now at 34%.
Yeah, and Motor City has a high-flying offense. I know I throw that word, out there a little loosely, but they definitely know how to score goals, and it's going to be a big series coming up in February when Binghamton travels down, or I should say over to Big Boy Arena.
So that will be interesting. 4 games against the Motor City Rockers coming up next month in February. Before we get to February, though, we have to get through tomorrow night, the last game of January. It's First Responders Night, brought to you by our friends over at 5 Beauties. 5 Beauties, a local home decor store here in the Binghamton area. They are sponsoring the night. Their names are on the back of the jerseys. They'll be doing a jersey raffle, so make sure to get your raffle tickets for a chance to win one of the special First Responder jerseys as you make your way into the arena tomorrow night. If you don't have your tickets, there are less than 1,000 remaining, so go ahead, get your tickets now, binghamtonblackbears.com/tickets, or call Bobby in the morning at 607-722-7367. First Responders Night starts with the Hart Cup game at 3:30 p.m. between Binghamton Police and Fire. It's going to be a heated battle. Tom Reynolds and Brant Sherwood are guest coaching the game. They haven't decided who's coaching who yet so far. Fire got the better of the Police last year in this matchup, so you got to think that the Police are going to be wanting their A game tomorrow night as well. In case you also didn't know, the Hart Cup game will be streamed live on the Black Bears YouTube. Cole Parenti will be doing the play-by-play, and I believe you also have found a partner for the color commentary as well, Cole?
I believe so. Josh Williams might be joining me. It's going to be a game-time decision. We'll see. I will have a color commentator, but...
Is that the video Josh Williams?
That's the video Josh Williams.
Awesome.
I reached out to him. He gave me a maybe, which is better than a no. And I thought, who better than someone who's a big hockey guy, plays hockey, helps us stream hockey, and also is a first responder himself as a firefighter.
Yep, he is a firefighter for the Johnson City Fire Department. So that's
just going to have to keep his biases out of it if he's, rooting for one side.
Josh is a pro. He's been he's been in pro hockey for a long time. I think he can do it. I'm looking very much forward to it. I'll probably be running the 1s and 2s on the stream. That way Josh and Cole can focus on it. But First Responders Night tomorrow night at 7, Hart Cup between Police and Fire at 3:30. That's the next Black Bears home game and the final one in January as we get ready to turn the calendar to the second month of 2024. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a quick timeout. Come back with more right after this.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
When you care about something, you take care to protect it. The family that depends on you, and the future you're planning for them.
You'll have your own college stories too someday.
With sound advice, smart strategies, and a broad variety of life insurance options, Security Mutual can help provide for the people you care about and also help you reach your financial goals.
It's a sound plan. The time to start thinking about college.
And retirement is now.
Security Mutual Life, the company that cares.
Get access to exclusive player events, monthly parties, and road trips to away Black Bears games. This is what you get when you become a member of the Binghamton Black Bears Booster Club. Stop by the Booster Club table behind Section 4 at the next Black Bears home game, pick up a 50/50 ticket, and sign up to join for just $10. Stay up to date on the Booster Club by liking their Facebook page, facebook.com/Binghamton Black Bears Booster Club. Monthly meetings with players, road trips, and a whole lot of fun when you join the Black Bears Booster Club.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Upper Front Street in Binghamton. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Wanting more Black Bears hockey? Season tickets are on sale. Visit BinghamtonBlackBears.com or call the front office at 607-722-7367 to learn more.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
Toyota Trucks. Let's go places.
There we go. Call me back to the table in such a hurry, and we just got black screen for a little bit.
Well, it changed on me a little bit here, this Stream Deck. Make sure I get it all together. There, it changed on. There we go. Now I got it back to where I need it.
Okay, so while we're at the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report, obviously tonight we do not have an interview from one of the players or Coach Sherwood, as they left around 2:30 today while we were still in the process of getting everything together. Big thanks to Trevor, EJ, and Bobby, who helped me and Cole get everything over here at Stadium 138, just a short walk away from the arena downtown here at Binghamton on Washington Street. Get everything set up as best we can, dealing with switching lights, cameras, cords, the whole 9 yards, making sure the Ethernet's up and running. So
it's been a day.
It has. It's been a week, but
been a week.
Our talk about that week in a little bit. maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll save that story for tomorrow night at home. A little bit about what's been going on, a little behind-the-scenes action. But everything is okay, so don't be worried about it. Everything is all right, everybody. But right now, Black Bears lead the Watertown Wolves 2-1 here at a watch party event on the road in Watertown, trying to win in Watertown for the first time this season. Excuse me, no, it'd be the second time this season. So far, the Black Bears are 1-1 up in the North Country.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it was because of us, Brooks, but we were there when they won. But, you know, like I said in the beginning, I think that they kind of got overconfident in themselves and took for granted the Watertown Wolves, and they surprised them. They're not a team. There's no team in this league you can take lightly. You have to be on your A game 60 minutes every night. It doesn't matter if you have the most points, you have the least points, you have 20 wins, you have no wins. Everyone in this league is a professional hockey player, and they're going to give you a tough time for 60 minutes. We've seen that before.
So while we have this little bit of lull time since we've gone through the highlights and we obviously can't replay anything for you at home, I asked the YouTube chat some questions. So right now we have some lined up, and we're going to read them. Both myself and Cole will answer as best I can. I don't think you can answer the first one here, Cole, but it'll be, this comes from the Fed League Flash. What do you recommend off the 138 menu? I have eaten here before. I don't think you have yet, Cole.
Not yet.
So I'm going to, we're going to fix that after we get done here tonight. So Cole will have recommendation afterwards.
Go Cole.
But obviously we can't eat on camera or while we're broadcasting because that would not sound good or look good as well. But the one time that myself and the office came here to Stadium 138, I had the cheeseburger. It was very good, all natural, and I also did have a couple of bites of Bobby's pretzel with some honey mustard as well. So out of the two things I had, I thought it was very good as well. Some of our friends, I believe Aaron Shelton, hanging out at the table right next to us. She said it was a Chipotle fudge brownie. Like, it was spicy. It looked extremely good. It had powdered sugar on it and chocolate, like, fudge filling. I've never thought about throwing Chipotle in there to make a dessert spicy.
Yeah, I've seen that on, like, you ever see those videos on, like, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, where they take, like, the gummies and they put, like, the spicy sauce on it? Not my take, as I do like spicy food, but I believe my dessert should be sweet and not burning my mouth. Never a big fan. What were they called when we were kids? Those red flaming hots?
Hot tamales?
Hot tamales. That's what they're called. I never wanted those. I'd rather have Mike and Ike's, but definitely an interesting thing to have if you're a restaurant. If you're a Heat fan and a chocolate fan, I guess give it a try. But I also don't think chocolate and mint should be a dessert. I don't think mint should be in dessert. That is what I will stand by.
Okay, so Cole's going to get off his soapbox on that one. The next question comes from Dan Phillips. Will Schultz be playing tomorrow? Unfortunately, Schultz will not be playing for the next 14 days as he is on the 15-day IR as of yesterday, today being day 1 of his IR on the injured reserve. So no Schultz tomorrow or next week for the one game against the Motor City Rockers. Let's see here. This one comes from ATL Kuwak. I think I said that right. Or Atal Kuwak. Do teams still get to sign 3 college players later in the season? To my understanding, that answer is yes, they do. Just don't know when that process is officially allowed to start.
I'm just going to put it out there, Brooks. I'm in college, so I'll suit up.
Oh, yeah. Cole, this question's for you. It's from Brian Odell. He wants to know how your evening's going so far.
It's going pretty good. I mean, we got Black Bears hockey, Black Bear fans, and we're having a good time here at Stadium 138. Plus, I just got myself a nice new crew neck. You can get these along with a whole bunch of other Binghamton Black Bear apparel like Brooks is wearing at the Binghamton Black Bear store in the arena.
Okay. Looks like the teams are making their way back out onto the ice. We're going to take a quick timeout, come back with more right after this. Second period coming up soon.
Jersey, bring us the Hennies! Yeah!
All right, I got the Hennies. Constantly's out, eh? Oh, yeah. baby. A win like that calls for a real celebration. Oh, yeah.
I have one on last night.
Getting your
Well, that was the quickest timeout I've ever seen. We're right back to center ice. Apparently, folks, and I do apologize we did miss the 10 seconds to start the second period. The way that Watertown went to commercial made me think that we had some time to play with, but instead, here we are. Black Bears on their first power play, brought to you by Henny Hard Seltzer. Oliveri plays it around the wall for Kirkby, and Thomas Ray out with his first unit. Haven't seen Ray as of lately on the power play, but seeing some ice time here tonight. Remember, the Black Bears are playing with 9 forwards tonight due to the 7-game suspension of Bryce Farrell. Kirkby will saucer it around, and Anderson could not catch up to it in time. Watertown takes that opportunity to clear. Here, 48 seconds left to go on the first Henny Hard Seltzer power play of the night for the Black Bears.
Yeah, they got to really up this pressure. I want to see, when Machuboy Lard was on the team before he got up to the SPHL, they would camp someone out in front of the net, and he was a big body there. I'd love to see someone of his stature down there.
Good play from Anderson to get it over to Oliveri. Fakes the shot and plays it down wall. Return feed right back up to the Don. Surveys his option. He's marked by Blacksmith. Anderson cross size for Kirkby, looking for Yates in the bumper position. Makes his way to the wall, but not cleared by Watertown. Anderson all the way back for Kirkby. Holds a shot. Denied by Bouchard, or either it went too high. Still behind the Watertown net. Kirkby dancing around with it. Two-man game on the near side wall with Gavin Yates. Yates starting and stopping. Dances around one defender. Holds over to Oliveri. Bats it out in midair. Bouchard made the save. Rebound still available into the corner. Binghamton swarms it. And Yates tries to corral it, but stolen away by the Wolves. And Watertown comes across the line short-handed, sealed off against the wall. Lavecchi kicks that one to the wall. And Binghamton tries to get out of their own end. Penalty time is up. Binghamton does not score, and they are officially 0 for 1 on their power play, brought to you by Henny Hard Seltzer. Lincoln Gingrich has returned as a shot from outside the red line is hammered in on Bouchard's net. Back across now. Watertown skates in. A shot floated well wide of the target. That time it was off the stick of Tomasi, who's now skating back, recovering, and outweights Bouchard. Up at the line, Bond slaps it in down low. Takes a funny bounce off the wall. Binghamton trying to make an opportune out of the fortuitous bounce, but instead Logar just plays it over. A chip for Bond, a little bit too far behind the Saginaw, Michigan native. Stretch pass off the tape. Tomasi, loose puck. Lavecchi fought it off with his glove. Couldn't corral it, though. Dan Stone to the kick plate. And Logar loads it out to Austin Thompson. What do you think of this second line so far tonight, Cole?
I love it. I think that Austin Thompson's doing a great job playing defense. I love the way Andrew Logar plays scrappy and in the dirty areas. And Connor Smith, what else can you say about him? He is such a good hockey player and is one of the best in the league.
Bond shot from the point, absorbed by Bouchard. And here hang on for a whistle with 16:27 left to go here in the second period. Second period brought to you by our friends over at Greenlight Networks. Greenlight Networks, fast, fiber, and reliable internet. If you would like to find out about how you can obtain high-speed fiber internet, you should check out Greenlight Networks at greenlightnetworks.com.
And right as you speak of it, Brooks, it should be appearing on your screen right now.
Looks like Watertown headed back to the penalty box. Tripping is the indication. And Binghamton going to try to make an opportune moment of their second power play of the night.
It's going to be important. They didn't score on the first one. They're going to come back for the second one. It looks like they'll set up to the left of Bouchard. And I'm expecting to see some heavy slap shots, especially from Dakota Bond, who is on your screen.
Face-off is going to be pushed back. And Dakota Bond Gets it over to the kick plate. He dances on in. Binghamton moving around. Thompson fluttered. Over to Ivashkin, and Connor Smith will knock it in at the right spot. It's a power play goal for the Black Bears with a yawning net, and they grab a 2-goal advantage up in the North Country.
Well, speak of the devil, Connor Smith gets it clicking right as I call his name out. And what a play by the Black Bears to set up Connor Smith. What a positioning he does. And it's 3-1 as they capitalize there on the power play.
Apologies for everybody. We were a little bit behind, so now we are just going to move this computer over to here. Sorry for the theatrics. Actually, we're just going to have to leave it right there for the time being. We're trying to work on this during commercial. Watertown comes back in. Gingrich fires a slap shot that's in and out of the glove of Lavecchi, and it's steered away by Thomas Ray. Ray going 1-on-3, lost the handle on the puck. Watertown regains control on the near side wall. Floated over to the Wolves bench. Hops the stick of Tomasi, and JT Walters reverses it around for his defensive partner tonight, who has a goal in Jesse Anderson.
Yeah, we saw JT and Jesse a lot in the beginning of the season before some other guys had signed on, and what a strong job Jesse did as a defender. We know Coach Sherwood praised him, and especially his skating ability from the defensive positioning as, someone's down behind the play. I think that is Jesse Anderson.
It's at the utmost furthest spot away from where we can see.
And scary enough, I believe, like I said, it's Jesse Anderson. He has not gotten up yet. Nikita over there doing his best, and this is not a good scene here, Brooks. It is Jesse. I can see the 77 on his arm. I think he is having discomfort definitely in that right arm, maybe. It looks like that's what's being worked on here. Yeah.
So Jesse's getting some attention from the Watertown training staff. He's going to roll over to the ice. Voshkin and Yates are going to help him up.
I don't like the way he's holding that arm there, Brooks.
No, we're keeping an eye on it. We'll see if Anderson stays put or walks back into the tunnel. Here, thanks to our friends over at Steve Lee Production. And yep, Jesse Anderson gone into the tunnel immediately. So we'll see if we can get an update from any of our friends up in Watertown. Jesse Anderson gone to the locker room for the time being. That means the Black Bears are down to 5 defensemen and 9 forwards. Essentially now for the foreseeable future going to be playing with 2 less men than Watertown.
Yeah, and that's going to be a problem. They got to make sure that they get quick line changes, keep everyone fresh. I wouldn't be surprised if Don Oliveri starts sliding back into defensive spots to help fill in for Jesse's absence.
So pass back across. Watertown trying to look for the goal to claw back in. And Lavecchi made that save. Folks, I don't believe it. I could have sworn I saw a puck in the back of the net, and I thought I saw the referee point. But no, it stays out somehow. Lavecchi with his best save of the night sends us to a media timeout. Maybe we'll see that replay when we come back. 14:41 left to go here in the period.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Jesse, bring us the hitties! Yeah!
All right, I got the hitties. Toss me out, eh? Oh, yeah. Cheers, baby. A win like that calls for a real celebration. Oh, yeah.
I have one on that.
Apologies for that. Trying to reconnect to the game here. 14:25 left to go. Here in Watertown, we're watching a delay up on the TV. There we go. 14:04 left to go. Sorry, folks. Still trying to work through some of the kinks of doing all this. Trying to time when Watertown goes to commercial and when we come back at the same time, proving to be a little bit tougher than anticipated. And also trying to work through some of the difficulties because we're trying to broadcast this game as live as possible. The TVs here at the restaurant are about 10 seconds behind the feed that we have on a smaller version on our laptop. Bond flies in. Yates slaps it across for Kirkby. A shot denied by Bouchard. And here a cover up. Good bounce back shift for the Black Bears after Lavecchi made a great save going post to post on the other end.
Yeah, I wish we could have seen it again. That was a phenomenal save from Sam Lavecchi. To the point where if I was him, I would have taken a bow in front of the Watertown crowd. Brooks, still no word on Jesse Anderson, and that proving pretty costly for the Black Bears as they're going to have to start double shifting defensemen.
So with 5 defensemen, you're going to see a lot of combinations here probably through the end of the night unless Anderson can return. We don't want to speculate on what the injury is, but immediately went to the locker room as he was helped off the ice by Ivashkin. Bon or Rister looking for a tip. Thompson didn't give him one, and that'll allow Bouchard to cover up. Here, 13:09 left to go in the period.
Austin Thompson's doing a great job of playing a 200-foot game. Like I said in the pregame show, he loves to camp out in front of that net, and he's still getting back on defense, which is a very impressive thing for anyone at any level to do. So hats off to Austin Thompson for stepping up when his team needed him most.
Yeah. As we said in the pregame show early tonight, don't see a ton of Austin Thompson at center. We see him take draws, especially in the right-handed face-off dots, but not too much playing up the middle of the ice. This puck is stolen away by Mercurio. He goes one-on-one against Bond. Tries to dance around the former Bulldog, but this time Bond has the answer for him, and here played around the wall. Held in, though, as it's flown right back in from the blue line. Logar blocked that one, I believe, off the side of his leg. Shot and steered aside by Lavecchi on the way through. That was Noah Doyle, 18 games. One of those guys plays the flex position, forward and defense like Oliveri, but for the Watertown Wolves.
Jesse Anderson's return, Brooks. There he is on the ice. That's a great sign for the Black Bears.
Okay, so thank you, Cole. Black Bears back up to 6 defensemen. Tonight is Jesse Anderson on the ice. Look at Ray fly into the zone, tries to go over the glove of Bouchard, but no room on the short side that time for Ray. Stretch pass, unattainable for Watertown. This is icing against the Wolves on a good opportunity.
So great to see Jesse Anderson back out there. That injury looked scary at first, Brooks. And I guess injuries or taking hard hits just hurt a little less when you score a goal tonight. And luckily for Jesse, that was the case. And I'm very, very happy and relieved to see him back on the ice.
So about 12 minutes left to go here, second period action. Now played up to the line for Anderson. Anderson's wrister looking for a tip. Loose puck almost bounced right onto the tape of Ray's stick, but instead it's cleared out by the Wolves. Walters gives chase in the far side corner in the top of your screen. Tries to reverse it around, but Anderson was coming to help him out, so a little bit of miscommunication right there for the Black Bears defenseman, but Anderson spins off a hit. Ray sandwiched by a couple of players. Fletcher interfered with up at the blue line. No call. We play on here. Black Bears still lead by 2, but they turn it over. Dancing on into Watertown, looking to open up the legs of Lavecchi, but instead Lavecchi holds the near side post, Puck stays in play. Ivashkin clears the rebound out into the neutral zone, where Binghamton will get the puck deep enough, and they can change at least one of their defensemen. Weber came onto the ice. Lavechi holding tight, loose puck, still stays out, and a penalty coming up here with 10:50 left to go.
I would assume this penalty's on the Black Bears just because of what zone we're in, but we didn't see it, so we have no clue. We don't know if we're heading to a Hinney Hard Seltzer power play or a Northeastern Striping Corporation the penalty kill, but Sam Lavechi, what a performance tonight. He is standing on his head for this team, who's given him some nice offense. The Black Bears defense, however, allowing too many easy zone entries for the Watertown Wolves, who look like they will set up on the power play.
So the referee's arm went up, but I still count 5 players on the ice, so we are going to stay put.
Yeah, Brooks, that is definitely an interesting. I saw the arm go up too, but.
So it'll stay on the power play. Excuse me, we'll stay at even strength, no power play for either side as this puck is chipped away back into the neutral zone. Maybe a little bit antsy from the referees, but we play on. Hey, the game's intended to be played 5-on-5, and not going to complain the longer that more players get to stay on the ice.
Yeah, and I'm sure the coaches won't complain either, because they will have to, get their guys, keep them fresh.
So Oliveri plays the puck over to Gavin Yates in the near side corner. And Yates dancing around, had some space to pull the trigger. Instead, Oliveri friendly fire against Kirkby. You know Kirkby's not going to be happy about that.
Especially he's the captain, so I think I know who's getting their food last tonight at the game.
Yeah, I think it might be Oliveri. Weber with a crunching hit on the Watertown captain, Dustin Henning, on the near side. And loose puck steered away back behind the net of Lavechi. Yates fakes the hit on Henning this time. And there's the return hit on Weber from Henning. Kind of knew that was probably going to be coming. But Weber had his head up ready to receive the hit. Unspoken art of hockey, knowing how to receive a hit when you know it's coming.
And also being able to turn off it and kind of reverse the hit is a huge, huge factor to have in your game.
So Yates drops it back for Oliveri. Oliveri tries to dance into the middle of the ice, but instead makes his way around behind the net. Yates loses the puck behind. 9:10 left to go here. Over the halfway point of regulation time tonight in the game and in the second period. Brought to you by our friends over at Greenlight Networks.
Watertown seems content to stay behind their net. They're down by 2, Brooks. You got to put a little pedal to the metal. I know there's still a period to play, but can't go back and play conservative.
I think they want Austin Thompson to do exactly what he did and chase the puck from behind the net. And instead, it'll be Watertown gets the opportunity for the breakout, but that puck deflected and out of play into the safety net. We're taking timeout. 8:39 left to go here. Second period action. Back with you in 60 seconds right after this.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks. Fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Watertown Municipal Arena. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti with you. Black Bears lead 3-1. Only goal scorer of the period so far, Connor Smith on the power play. And maybe not the best goal that Connor scored this season, but he hasn't scored in his last 5 games, and one with essentially an empty net. Maybe going to regain the confidence of the Cowboy.
Well, the Cowboy shouldn't be having his confidence shaken. He's been moving around the lineup altogether. Coach Sherwood's been having to juggle his lines, and he hasn't really had a consistent winger and center with him since Brendan Stanko and Nikita Ivashkin in the beginning of the season. So it's all about finding chemistry and learning, and Connor Smith is still learning about some new teammates he has coming.
So 8:39 left to go here. Bouchard getting a little talking to from the referee. Black Bears lead 3-1. Connor Smith on the power play, the only goal so far in the period. And Watertown, 13 shots on goal total, 6 so far in the period. Binghamton, 7 in the period, game total of 25. So not as many shots as the first period, but we still got a ways to go here. In the middle frame, Bond could not hold the puck in at the line, stretch pass. Smith the trailer, and it eludes the Watertown offense, and coming back the other way is Andrew Logar. So Thompson comes firing in. Bouchard made the save. Logar turning around. Loose puck held in by Logar. Black Bears are on the power play.
Uh-oh, someone's limping off the ice. It looks like it's Dakota Bond from first glance. Can't confirm that because we obviously don't have the capabilities, so.
Didn't see the referee make a call before he went to commercial, Cole.
Yeah, I don't know if that's an error by Watertown, but.
No, excuse me. It was during commercial. Unsportsmanlike conduct by number 2, Dakota Seaman.
Oh, so it's a Binghamton power play. Okay.
It is. That happened at the 11:20 mark, which is when we were at commercial.
Yes, okay. See, because I was seeing the power play on the screen thinking it was a Watertown one. But no, it's a Binghamton one as we have a little bit of rough stuff after the whistle, nothing that cooler heads won't be able to prevail. Brooks, it's an interesting setup here because I can look straight, see a TV, look to my left up there, see a TV.
Got another slashing call.
Over here we've got TVs, so if you see me looking like this or this, I promise I'm not getting distracted.
We're just trying to locate which one is the closest to live as possible, and a lot of Watertown players making their way over to the penalty box right now.
Along with a Binghamton player, that looks like it is Austin Thompson.
It is, and Austin Thompson with some words maybe about the way that Thornton handled that situation. I don't think the Summer Olympics are this year yet, or 2024, Cole, are they?
Yes, they should be. Why?
They are? Okay. I think Austin Thompson was implying that Thornton should maybe go try out for a certain water sport activity.
I'm going to say that joke's going over my head.
Yep, it is.
No.
A lot of them do. Diving.
Oh, that was. If you have to explain it, it's not funny. That was too. The way you got from part A to part B to part C, forget it.
I don't think I needed to explain it. That's the problem.
I think we missed a media timeout. I think we should go to one quickly. What do you
No,
think?
I think, we'll just stay right here.
Might as well.
We're throwing another one in there during intermission. We're already a little bit behind, but. So Dustin Henning gets a 2-minute minor for slashing at 12:20. That has come through. So by that count, Binghamton should be on a 5-on-3. And Binghamton, actually, not a media timeout. Binghamton calls timeout because they have a minute of 5-on-3 time.
Correct. Great move by head coach Brand Sherwood to talk to his squad, get them knowing what he wants to see, and making sure that they execute. It's a 5-on-3. Binghamton historically through all 3 seasons of the organization, not the greatest when it comes to 5-on-3. So with offensive weapons like Don Oliveri and Nikita Ivashian and Connor Smith, we'll see what Coach Sherwood drew up on his board.
I don't think that Grant is really too much of a drawer on the whiteboard. I think it's more of, we know we've been practicing. We just need to go out there and execute. Maybe settle everybody down. Oliveri holding, plays it over for Gavin Yates. Yates looking for the shot and blocked by a Watertown defender. 15 seconds gone in the 5-on-3. This is a Henny Hard Seltzer power play. Be bold and choose flavor. Choose Henny Hard Seltzer. Sold in the Vision Veterans Memorial Arena at every Black Bears home game. Black Bears power play is 1-for-1 on the night. Important face-off win. Kirkby does get it back to Yates. Excuse me, that was Smith. And now Yates has the puck for Oliveri. Top of the umbrella. Plays it over for the captain, Kirkby. Now Oliveri fires a miss hit that was blocked easily by the Watertown defense. Attempt to clear is failed, held in by Gavin. Now back over to Kirkby, looking for the backdoor pass for Smith again. And this comes all the way down. Levechi way out of his net into the corner to play the puck, but doesn't really have an option to go up ice with it.
Black Bears all the way up to 26 shots already, Brooks. We're only 6 minutes left to go in the second period, so they've really had a barrage. They've had some power plays, and they're really getting pucks to the net, which is a good recipe for a game-winning formula.
Oliveri fires a slapper, denied, not cleared. First penalty is up. This is a traditional 5-on-4 shot. It's trickling through. The loose puck is knocked in. Did it count? The red light comes on. Waiting for the official celebration. Puck was loose.
And it looks like it's Jesse Anderson again, so I'll tell you, that arm must be feeling way better now. That puck squirted through the legs of Elio Bouchard. We had this view, so we seem to be the first two people that realized. Here it goes, squeaking through. Nobody knows where it is. Connor Smith is just watching Elio Bouchard, like, where's that puck? Don't know. And then Jesse Anderson shot out of a cannon, immediately saying, thank you very much. I'll take this nice, easy freebie. And it's 4-1, Triple B's.
So Binghamton does score when it's 5-on-4. They did not score 5-on-3, so Binghamton officially 2 for 3 on the power play. Here, 66% on the night. So that goal is recorded at the 13:30 mark.
I don't think I've ever seen a goal like that where nobody knew where it was.
If it is Jesse Anderson, it's his first multi-goal game of the season. That would be his 4th of the year.
Interesting that it came with him slotting into the defensive slot, not the forward slot, Brooks.
And now Ivashin comes in. He's upended. Bouchard splits his legs across the post and makes the save. Hair cover up for a whistle with 6 minutes exactly left to go.
I think Coach Verbeek might be tapping this one on his defensive unit, Brooks, because we've seen him be very quick with pulling his goaltenders, except tonight he's letting Elio Bouchard kind of wear it on the chin. I think it's kind of a way of saying, I don't think any of these are really your fault. Between the Connor Smith tap-in, the Jesse Anderson tap-in, and the breakaway from Anderson and Kirkby's was an early one that really wasn't his fault.
So 4-1, the Black Bears lead. It is Jesse Anderson's 4th of the year. Don Oliveri picks up his 2nd assist of the night. 2 points for 13 in white. As a shot is blocked by Anderson, doing it on both ends. I think the second power play unit was making its way onto the ice, and that's why Jesse Anderson was out there to knock in that loose puck. But hey, credit to him and credit to the referee. He saw the puck, did not blow the whistle, and Jesse Anderson flies in there, and that puck was only maybe 2 feet away from the goal line, but you would have thought he fired it all the way from the red line, how quick he knocked that one in.
I had thought it might actually keep rolling, but it had died literally, like you said, 2 inches from the goal line, which is just, I don't even know what to say. I don't think I've ever seen something just like that. And we've seen some crazy goals.
Also, while we have a break before they drop that puck real quick, on the Connor Smith goal at 3:57 of this same period, they have given the assist to Nikita Ivashkin and Austin Thompson. So Thompson with a point at center tonight and Ivashkin with a point on the primary helper on that goal. As you're getting a lovely view of Sam Levechi right now.
If only he would turn and wave to the camera. It looks like
he's directing traffic a little bit, and there we go. Back to it, JT Walters playing it off the wall. And now it'll be dropped back. So 5 minutes left to go here, second period. You know if you're Watertown, you want to get one back here. And you know if you're Binghamton, get to the room up 3 or better.
Oh, yeah. But we've seen that any lead is not safe in this league.
Jesse Anderson, I believe, hit Austin Thompson up high with a shot. He's going to the bench immediately. Worst coming to wear for the Black Bears here in this game as Bouchard covers up a diving effort from Logard. So now it's Austin Thompson that's shaken up a little bit. And if he is getting repairs, that means the Black Bears would be down to 8. We will take a timeout, step aside, be right back after these messages.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Welcome back in, everybody. Brooks Hill and Cole Parenti here on the call tonight from Stadium 138, bringing you all the action here remotely from Watertown. And Cole, 4-1, Black Bears lead. They scored 2 goals in the first period, and they've scored 2 so far in the second with still some time left.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Sherwood is more than happy with the performance from his team so far, and if they score another 2 goals in the third period, I'm sure he'll be ecstatic, and it'll be a fun bus ride home for the Black Bears as the puck is dropped and we're back underway.
And unfortunately, we would not be on it. We still might be cleaning up here by the time they get back to Binghamton. Gavin Yates with a quick re-entry into the zone outside the dots, throws an easy shot that Bouchard can cover up, and he will do just that.
Like I said, Bouchard's still in his crease, kind of trying to settle down. His defense is not making life easy for him as they are just letting the Black Bears get anything they want, Brooks.
And a lot of people asking if Erin is here tonight. Erin is, in fact, here with us. She's just off camera behind it at the table closest to us over here in the corner at Stadium 130. Got a lot of people looking around at us like we're crazy.
Yeah, but now we have security, Brooks. We have Derek working security for us.
Okay. So, yep, shout out Derek working security for us, making sure that nobody tries to come up and heckle us. And now, loose puck is absorbed by Bouchard. Also, had a lot of help from some friends earlier today. I know I said it a lot, but big shout out to EJ, Trevor, and Bobby, along with Kaz, one of the owners here at Stadium 138, helping us set up. Got here at 4 o'clock today and did a test run with the internet, everything like that, making sure everything was going to be running smoothly. We hope you guys enjoy this. We know it is not ideal, and let me be the first person to say that if I could run a stream from Watertown with internet that wasn't going to buffer every 3 seconds, I would do it. I have no problem traveling with the team. It's just, I want to put the best product that we can. I also want to engage with the fans, and tonight we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone and doing just that. Having a couple of Black Bears fans here with us here at Stadium 138. And I can see the team, you can see the team. Essentially, this is no different than anybody watching the Watertown feed back at home.
You get to look at our lovely faces in the bottom left. And Brooks, you ready to get the joke camera ready, the joke thing? You get to kill 2 birds with 1 Dan Stone. Oh, come on.
Okay, sorry about that. And Bond throws that one. That's easily denied by Bouchard. Rebound opportunity is swallowed up by the Wolves goalie. 3:21 left to go here. Second period action.
Binghamton up to 33 shots. Elio Bouchard is facing a barrage from this Binghamton team. Last time these 2 teams met was right before Christmas, and it was more of the same. The defense from Watertown is just letting Binghamton walk right all over them. That's where they really need to execute and be stronger.
You know what? I think somebody just had a great idea in the chat. I think I'm going to try to work on that during the second intermission. I'll keep that one a surprise. I'm going to think that one through while we have 3 minutes left to go here. Watertown fumbled with the puck up at the red line. Tommy Ray, 1-on-2, will just shoot it in around the boards to the far side where Ivashkin was waiting for it. He gets crunched against the wall legally, though. Under 3 minutes left to go. Weber will pinch in. Couldn't get his stick on it. It's scooped up by Trevor Lord on the right wing side, getting a good look at it from a low angle. Mercurio centered up, and Lavecchi, I believe, got across again, or either it's a great defensive play by the Black Bears.
Sam Lavecchi, what a save if that's the case. He's been just so strong, so much more confidence than from the last time we saw him, which I believe was in Danbury, if I'm correct, or did we see him in the Watertown series last time?
I'll have to take a look back. I know Mac and Anima has been playing a lot as of lately for the Black Bears. But good to see Lavetti back in between the pipes, have some confidence. He's faced 13 shots so far, according to the scoreboard that we're looking at.
And it'll be good to see my fellow Long Islander Nolan Egbert again soon.
Yep. Haven't seen Nolan. We have heard him when he filled in for Cole doing color commentary. We actually had a suggestion that you should ask Nolan to be your color commentary partner for the Hart Cup tomorrow.
I had thought of that, Brooks, but I don't want to disturb him on a game day. Let him prepare.
That is absolutely true. That's a great decision. Shouldn't bring it up. I will tell you, you don't talk to the starting goalie like you don't talk to the starting pitcher the day of the game. That's a little media tidbit for you in your broadcasting future on when to talk to certain players.
I always would stay away from our starting pitcher when we used to play baseball back on the island. Not many good outings for Long Beach pitching, so not much to talk about.
So we do have a penalty here at the 18:03 mark of the period. It is Dan Weber guilty of the cross-checking infraction. So the Black Bears will be down a man. Shot from the point denied. This is how Watertown has scored their only goal so far on the man advantage. Lavetti reached out for the loose puck. Couldn't corral it. Stays in play and kind of works out for the Black Bears. They throw that down the entire length of the ice where Bouchard just has to calmly set it up for his teammates.
Yeah, and this power play looks like it's about, I would believe, about 6 seconds off from the game clock. It's a little tough to tell. It's a little small for us on our screen. Might be 4 seconds. Yeah, it's 4 seconds off. So Watertown going to have maybe a couple seconds to work with next period if they can't get anything done here. The refs look like they're going to confer about something.
Couldn't tell if that puck. And it's delay of game. That's what I thought they could have been talking about. So delay of game, puck over the glass penalty, and now it's Watertown on a 5-on-3.
It's JT Walters they've tabbed with that one. You gotta make sure you calm it down. You got to keep the head up, and you can't just fling it out. So now it's a 5-on-3.
So time of this penalty is 18:32. So 1:25 of 5-on-3 time for the Wolves here in the second period. Somebody loses their edge at the top of the face-off circle. A shot and a glove save by Lavetti, flashing the leather here with about a 1:11 left to go in the second period.
Did almost a windmill save, did Sam Lavetti, as he just kind of snatched that one out of the air, saying you're going to have to be better than that if you want your puck to touch the back of my net.
Puck's back in play, finds his way into the corner. Binghamton content with that because that takes precious seconds off of the game clock and the penalty clock. If everything is correct on our screen that you're seeing at home, Binghamton will have to get to the end of the period before they get a man released out of the penalty box. Gerpy tries to get this puck out. Stolen away by Bond, and Bond's going to go shorthanded. 3-on-5. Bond out wide. Throws it on target wide for Bouchard. Now Bond's going to have to skate back or go for a line change. Tomasi crosses over the line for Watertown. Gets everybody set up. 30 seconds left to go. Back to Tomasi. A shot standing save by Lavetti. And here hang on for a whistle.
Well, Sam Lavetti tracked that the whole way. What a great job on his skates as he came out high, recovered when the pass came across, and he was able to give really Watertown nothing to shoot at. But 27.4 seconds to get to the intermission, still up by 3, but down by 2 men.
So back up to the point, Watertown holding. 25 seconds left to go, and another save made by Lavetti. That time, nobody in front of the net for Watertown, and Lavetti's going to pick that out of the air all day with his glove.
Yeah, and you're not going to get anything by a professional goaltender if you're shooting it like that. He's going to make the save every time and make sure that he gets that play to the next whistle. This looks like it's Michael Mercurio now. He'll set up, get the pass across, back to Mercurio.
Yeah, Mercurio, former Black Bear, property rights, I should say. Did not play as his rights were still with Quad City back in the SP before that team folded. Firing shot blocked by Kirkby, slaps it back over to Sergeyev, and that is where the second period will end. Textbook penalty kill to end the period for the Black Bears right there, Cole, as they carry a 3-goal advantage into the locker room, getting ahead for the final 20 minutes.
Yeah, a real strong period for the Black Bears. They doubled their lead, and they're off and running to what hopefully will be a nice ending to the night if they can find a way to come away with all 3 points.
So we will take a timeout, come back with the second period edition of the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. We're back with you right after these messages.
Jersey, bring us the Hennies! Yeah!
All right, I got the Hennies. Toxley's out, eh? Oh, yeah. Cheers, baby. A win like that calls for a real celebration. Oh, yeah.
I have one on the back.
Getting your hands on an all-new CF Moto side-by-side or four-wheeler is now easier than ever at ExciteMotorsports.com. Purchase your next powersports vehicle with our new, easy, and quick online buying experience. Browse inventory on ExciteMotorsports.com. Buy, get approved for financing and e-sign online right from your phone. Ride, have your new powersport vehicle delivered to your home the next day at no extra charge. Browse, buy, ride. Fun starts here at Excite Motorsports.
Welcome back, everybody. Second period Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Excite Motorsports, browse, ride, and buy. Free next day delivery to New York and Pennsylvania. You can visit them online anytime at ExciteMotorsports.com. Black Bears lead by a score of 4-1, a 3-goal advantage for Binghamton in that second period. Cole, they score on the power play twice. Connor Smith and Jesse Anderson. Anderson's second of the night, I might add, his first multi-goal game of the season, rather. He's got a lot of 3-assist nights as well. He leads the team in that category. But what did you like about that middle period?
Well, the Black Bears really put the pedal to the metal, especially like you said in the power play. They got their opportunities with 2 yawning cages. It was a beautiful pass that got to Connor Smith from Nikita Ivashkin, and then everyone lost sight of the puck until Jesse Anderson shot out of a cannon, came streaking off the end walls, and just tapped it home. But the power play was good, the defense was good, the penalty kill was great at the end, not letting anything really get towards Sam Levecchi, or at least nothing that he couldn't handle. And Binghamton really looking strong through these first 2 periods.
After 2 periods of play, the shots on goal are 36 for Binghamton, 16 for Watertown. Watertown with 9 in the period as I fumble with my pen a little bit here. So Binghamton even, 18-18 in the first 2 periods. Watertown gains 9. Game total of 16, 36-16. And I think if you're Watertown, you feel a lot better about yourselves if you grab a goal there on the 5-on-3. Even if you don't score on the second one, or you carry over power play time, if you're in the locker room 4-2 with a minute of power play time to start the third period, I think you're in a different mindset than where they're at right now.
Yeah, down 4-3 with, like you said, a minute of power play time. It's not 4-1, I should say. 3 goals is what they're down. It's not a great place to be. It's definitely not one that Coach Verbeek is going to be happy about. But they still have power play time to work with, so we'll see what they come out with out of the gates.
All right, we'll take a timeout, come back. I think we have something very special in store coming up after this intermission break. Don't go anywhere, folks. More coming up right after this.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
All about you make me think of good things.
Good things.
Like calming tempers down.
Good things.
And passing them around.
So stand up and cheer. Well, that's good beer.
Good things. Share a good-natured Canadian Pilsner.
Awestruck Premium Hard Cider, crafting transcendent, awe-inspiring liquid made and sealed right in Sydney, New York with New York State apples. Improve your day with Awestruck Premium Hard Cider. CryoWorks provides cryotherapy that uses nitrogen-cooled air to target specific areas of pain and inflammation. Local cryotherapy targets a specific area to deliver the same effects of the whole-body cryotherapy to that specific site. Treatments take 5 to 8 minutes, with a benefit exceeding that of hours of icing. Your Binghamton Black Bears' premier choice of cryotherapy, CryoWorks.
Stay in the swing of things with your golf game this winter and check out Fairways Indoor Golf Company. At Fairways, you can play any 3 state-of-the-art golf simulators, enjoy your favorite cocktail in the lounge by the fire, or watch your favorite sports team on over 9 82-inch TVs. The only slice you'll experience will be from the homemade pizza from the clubhouse kitchen. Bring your own clubs or use theirs. Get the golfer in your life a Fairways gift certificate. Tee off with Fairways Golf Company, 511 Hoover Road, Endwell, online at fairwaysindoor.golf.
Are you compassionate and interested in providing care to people with developmental disabilities? Check out a New York State Career with Broom OPWDD. Enjoy great benefits such as job security, health insurance, retirement plan, paid time off, opportunities for advancement, and so much more. Positions as direct support professionals in the community or at a secure facility might be exactly the change of pace that you're looking for. For more information, call 607-240-4786 or go online to www.opwdd.ny.gov.
Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's Auto Sales.
We have a huge selection of vehicles and every tool available to fit everyone's credit needs. If you've been told no before,
I say no when it feels so good to say yes.
Get the vehicle you deserve.
Yes, that's awesome.
With our guaranteed credit approval program, which can easily be filled out online at jeffkais.com.
Jeff Kai's Auto Sales, Appalachian. Go with the winner, Jeff Kai's.
Are you planning on traveling to Binghamton for an upcoming Black Bears game? If so, check out La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham for a night away from home. La Quinta Inn and Suites is a short drive from the arena and is conveniently located off of the Southern Tier Expressway and Highway 17 with easy access to Interstate 81 and the Vestal Parkway. La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham at 581 Harry L. Drive, Johnson City. Reach them at 607-770-9333.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Are you kidding me?
How do you do that?
Dude, I just got a new hot spring spa.
Carlisle has hot spring spas starting at $39.95. Come see how we make every day better by relaxing in a hot spring spa.
What happened to you today? You're shredding it.
Hot spring spas, baby.
Hey everybody, it's me, Brooks. We're getting set up here for a very, very special interview. Bryce Farrell is in the building here tonight at Stadium 138. He was just congregating over with some fans while we were at commercial. And we are going to have Bryce live for an Excite Motorsports Intermission interview coming up in just a little bit. And that's why I slotted over here into Cole's spot for a split second. That way I can control all the dials when Bryce gets ready to come on here for us in just a little bit. So while we're setting that up, we're going to take a short timeout. I promise this one's going to be a lot shorter than the last one. And when we come back, Black Bears forward Bryce Farrell will join us here on the broadcast during the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. So don't go anywhere, folks. More coming up right after this.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity medical hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
It's important.
Welcome back, everybody. Excite Motorsports Intermission Report. Brooks Hill joined by Black Bears forward Bryce Farrell. Bryce, I know that you've been congregating around, talking to some fans a little bit here tonight, but we're really glad that you could be here. You've played 2 games so far, and the physicality has been there by miles. What are you thinking of Binghamton so far this year?
This place is awesome. You got the best fan support I've seen in professional hockey. Speaking on the physicality, that's just what I do. That's what you're going to get from me every night. This team is on a mission every day in the room. You know, the guys have great chemistry, and they welcome me with open arms, which is awesome. You know, a new guy coming in. They're happy to have me, and I feel like I'm just going to do my job every day for them because they deserve it. They work hard, and I'm going to work just as hard.
Have you ever been the new guy before in this situation? Have you been kind of thrown in like mid-season?
I have. I got traded in the Southern League last year, midway through the season, and it's tough, you know, like going to a locker room that you don't have any relationships with anyone, so it's different. But this transition was much easier than last year, I'll say that.
Oh, and that's good. What have you noticed so far about the guys in the locker room through your 2 games?
They're close. They're close guys. They're on the same. They got the same goal, and it's a long season. They're working through it. They're learning what works and what doesn't. But in the room, the chemistry is great. It's odd. You don't see any clicks. You don't see any. You know what I mean? You got a couple guys that stray away from the path. Everyone seems to be on the same path for this season. And it's good to be around.
That's good. I know, obviously, hard to not be out there tonight with the guys because of your suspension, but we're looking forward to you getting back out there, especially after a grueling month of February. Not a lot of home games for the Black Bears, but I know we're going to see you soon, and I know everybody watching back at home and everybody in the arena is pulling for you really hard, and they know that you're going to put on a show next time you step out there on the ice. So appreciate you coming on, man.
Thanks, Brooks. Appreciate you.
Absolutely. All right, that is Bryce Farrell here on YouTube. Oh, yeah, we can't wait either. So, all right, we're taking another time out. Come back in just a little bit here on the Excite Motorsports Intermission Report.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. Stadium 138 live broadcast here tonight. Apologies if Mike's audio was a little bit low. Producer walked away from the soundboard while we had him on, but it's okay. We forgive him.
I think the producer had to use the bathroom, Brooks. That might have been why he walked away.
Okay, so apologies for everybody, but we wanted to have Bryce on. Essentially, he was talking about just how tight the locker room was, and there's no cliques with the guys. I asked him about if he had been, the new guy before like this, and he said he was kind of in a similar situation in the SPHL when he was down in Huntsville, coming in mid-season, but he said his transition here in Binghamton was a lot more smooth. than what it was down at the SP a couple years ago. Not a knock on the Huntsville team whatsoever. We're really glad that the Havoc are playing good. They have Jamie Bussell and Colin Fitzgerald on that team right now, so very happy for them in that front. But just speaks to how well the guys in the locker room are. We said it last week. Tom Reynolds said it at the coaches show. Bryce just said it during our Excite Motorsports intermission interview, that the guys in the room, very tight, and you need that kind of camaraderie. You need that sense of brotherhood to come together, especially in the second half of the season. Like, brotherhood is what's going to get you through some ups and downs. There's going to be a down at some point coming here between now and the playoffs. You have to play the odds that you know that it's going to happen. And hopefully for the Black Bears, they have built a strong enough bond with each other that whenever it comes their way, they'll be prepared to face it head on.
Yeah, and, you and I ride the bus. You and I are around this team a lot, and they just seem to always have fun, joke around with each other, but except when it's game time, they'll take that more than serious enough. They are just enjoying life, I think, playing together and just having fun, winning especially. And it's really just fun to see a team come together as well as they have.
Yep, it sure is, and just you hope for more happy bus rides than you do quiet ones.
Yes, you do.
The quiet ones, those are the ones, though, that you remember. There's been a lot of happy bus rides this year, but I can very distinctly remember 2 very quiet bus rides.
I think I was on one of them.
It's just not a
fun place to be.
No, not at all.
But it just shows the, kind of character of these guys, that they really own it when they don't perform, and they'll love it when they do. That when things don't go their way, when they can't perform, when they don't walk out of there with points, they're going to make sure that it doesn't happen again and make sure those are more happy bus rides to come rather than not so happy ones.
So, cheers to hopefully some more happy bus rides coming up in 20 minutes. We're getting ready for the third period up in Watertown. We're live from Stadium 138 here with tonight's remote watch party. So, don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to take a short time out. Come back with more after these messages.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Well, looks like we are back here, and there are an updated shots on goal. Looks like it is 37-18 according to that graphic. I'm okay with that. 37 shots for the Black Bears, 18 for the Wolves. Power plays, Binghamton is 2 for 3, and Watertown is 1 for 2. I messed up in my book. Binghamton did not score on their first power play. They scored on their second.
Can I be the one that says it, the joke you always go to?
Yep.
Broadcasters -1.
Yep. Hand up, guys. That's on me. All right. And Watertown is 1 for 2. They did not score on the 5-on-3. However, they still have some 5-on-4 time.
Yeah, and they still can get something cooking. I think they have 4 seconds of 5-on-3, maybe 2 seconds. But they need to score in this period quick if they really want to get themselves back in this game. But the Black Bears defense has been strong, and we're going to see if they can lock it down here, or if we'll see some deja vu from last week and knock on wood.
big thanks to everybody watching on our live stream here tonight. We have more viewers in the Watertown home stream, and that's something to be very proud of here on the road, 2 hours away from Stadium 138.
It's the closest I've ever been to Canada is going up to Watertown.
Same here. Actually, no, that's not true. Port Huron, right across the river.
Haven't been there yet.
St. Clair River. I always said you could skip a rock from Port Huron to Canada. I tried. Got about halfway, but I know I didn't have it left in the tank. And then we get back to the action here. In the third period, brought to you by our friends over at BJ's Wholesale Club. Grand opening was today. I heard it was a successful one. BJ's still signing up new members each and every day. And it's where fans can save up to 25% on grocery store prices each and every day. Neat thing about BJ's that separates them from different wholesale clubs is they still have smaller quantities and not everything is in bulk. But right on cue as I finish that read, Trevor Lord scores another power play goal on the near side, just hugging the post. Gives Watertown their second goal of the night. Both goals for the Wolves coming on the power play here, and the Binghamton lead is now down to 2.
Yeah, let's hope that the Watertown Wolves don't score in bulk here. I'll take a second as you get a look here at us in Stadium 138. You'll see Brooks marking down his book. He does this for every game. So a little hats off to you, Brooks, as you have the entire Black Bears games you've called kind of almost like an almanac back here.
I do. I have all of last season's as well. The only 2 games I don't have in here are from the games that I was sick earlier this Christmas season. But got rid of my Iron Man streak. A little disappointed in that, but you got to start a new one somewhere. As momentary pause in the action, time of the goal is 37 seconds. Trevor Lord scores on the power play. That's Lord's 16th of the year. Second on the team in goals, only behind Tate Leeson.
Tate Leeson, who came over from the Elmira Mammoth, not the River Sharks. What a season he's had. It earned him, like you said, a call up to the Adirondack Thunder for a little bit, where our good friend Rob Lapolis is. And anytime you get a chance to play in the ECHL, you should definitely cherish it.
Yep, each and every day. You know, take nothing for granted. I'm sure a lot of the people playing for Binghamton aren't taking anything for granted as well, getting to live out their dreams of playing pro hockey. And Binghamton looking for the goal right back to put their lead back up to 3, though Kirkby had it roll off of his stick on a centering attempt. A nice full body hit from Don Oliveri behind the Watertown net. Wolves, though, come back the other way, a couple of side steps. And Binghamton with the puck in their own end as they roll a line change. 90 seconds gone here. Binghamton lead now is 2. Thanks to Trevor Lord grabbing his 16th goal of the season on the power play. Also leads the Wolves in power play goals. 9 power play markers for Trevor Lord this season as Binghamton ices the puck.
Yeah, like we've always said, they're a two-headed monster. Chiwetan Blacksmith has seemed to turn it on a little bit, but he's been nearly invisible in this game. Haven't seen him on the ice, or at least kind of pointed him out much. But that could be said for all of the Watertown offense. They really haven't gotten going except for those 2 power play goals.
Tate Leeson with 2 assists on the night, as they have actually changed the goal from the first period. It is Alexander Gamsatoff now from Tate Leeson and Josh Tomasi. Latest goal, 37 seconds in, Trevor Lord from Tate Leeson and Carter Thornton on the power play. So Watertown scores their second power play goal of the night. They are also 2 for 3 on the man advantage. Shot from Logar, wide. Actually, excuse me, that was Fletcher, 81, not 18. Ray sidesteps one man, tries to center up on the half wall. It was knocked away by a defensive stick back out into the neutral zone. Walters comes in, return feed over for Ray. He has Ivashkin, but Ray throws it on target. Bouchard holds for a whistle with 17:27 left to go.
Bouchard has to be the strongest Wolf out there if they want to get back in this game. He can't let anyone in, any soft one at all. He's got to make sure that he is on top of his game if the Wolves stand any chance of coming back against this high, as I love to say, high-flying Binghamton offense.
Looks like we got a couple people multitasking. Casey and Aaron, who are both here tonight for our watch party, watching on YouTube as well and interacting in the chat. Looks like they have some teamwork of their own, passing the phone from one to another. Loose puck still available. This time it's cleaned up by Watertown. Austin Thompson almost had the opportunity to knock in a loose puck sitting on the goal line. Boy, that would have been something. 2 loose pucks in the same game like that, sitting near the goal line. But Binghamton comes back into the zone. Logar holding, wrist shot, kicked out with a purpose by Bouchard. Into the corner, Thompson back over to Logar, makes its way back up to the blue line though. Steered into the corner where Thompson's waiting for it. Check that, that was Smith, now Thompson. Turnaround shot, Smith just wide on the far side. Binghamton keeping their pedal to the metal here. Third period after Watertown got that goal on the power play. Anderson fires a slapper, drifting away from the post, but Bouchard does the wise thing and just holds on for a whistle with 16:26 left to go in the third period.
Yeah, Anderson, Liam, that was out by the blue line. We don't see him take many shots, Brooks, but here you see it on your screen as it almost, that puck from the blue line almost squeaks through Austin Thompson, I guess. Not as quick as Jesse Anderson, who came in flying, but great defensive play there by the Watertown defender who was helping to make sure that puck stayed out of the back of the net.
Got a funny question here in the chat coming up. I'll read that when we come back from commercial, but looks like the Black Bears are on the power play. I only see 3 players on the ice for Watertown. Cole, do you see the 4th?
I see the goalie.
Goalie does not count.
Here comes the 4th one, Brooks.
Okay. So third period, Watertown takes a penalty. I don't know who it's on, but Binghamton power play 2 for 3 on the night. And they pass it around looking for more. Anderson, latest benefactor of a power play goal for Binghamton. Kirkby throws one to the net looking for a tip from Ray out in front. Ray couldn't connect. That allows Watertown to pick it up in the corner and throw it down the length of the ice. Here, under 16 minutes left to go.
Oh, someone lost an edge back there and behind the play.
Yeah, I think Oliveri's skating ability being a little prevalent right there. Yates flies in. He's met with pressure from behind the net. Back across for Kirkby. Got a load of space. Kirkby tries to go above the glove. A little bit too high. Stays in play off the glass. Back across for the captain outside the dots. Over to Anderson. This is Jesse. His shot blocked. Steered back to Kirkby in a little bit of a 2-man game up high. Oliveri trading places with Anderson. Looking for the tip. Got one, but it's redirected on target where Bouchard can hold on with 15:25 remaining in the period.
This is a crucial part of the game, Brooks. The next goal is so important. Either Binghamton will restore its 3-goal lead or Watertown will get themselves to within 1. So both teams need to be on their A game and make sure that they're getting exactly what they want, as it looks like this faceoff was dropped unfairly.
So been corrected. The latest Watertown goal is an even strength goal. My apologies. For everybody keeping track at home, big thanks to our friends over at the Fed League Flash and the Power Play Post Show for providing me with the facts and confirming that with the league website as well. Logar will hold. And shot. Voshkin knocked it down. Thompson just poked it wide. And comes back down. 40 seconds left to go on the Henny Hard Seltzer power play for the Black Bears on their 4th man advantage of the night, looking for their 3rd power play tally. Logar corrals it at the blue line, met with heavy pressure. Bond trying to dance on in, lost the handle. Cleared but not out. Holding, Smith, shot denied, rebound still available, loose puck. Bouchard covers up with 18 ticks left to go on the man advantage.
Just a flurry, but I think we're going to have to discuss that after this next media timeout, if I'm not wrong, Brooks.
That we are headed to a timeout. Back with you after this.
Advancements in new clinical therapies are made possible by heroes like you. Velocity Clinical Research is looking for volunteers to participate in clinical research studies. Compensation is provided. There's a Velocity location near you on Old Vestal Road in Vestal. Learn more about participating and becoming a Velocity Medical Hero today.
Whether you're a high school or college athlete or a weekend warrior, Guthrie is the area's premier sports medicine program, offering injury evaluation, concussion management, physical therapy, and more. With a full team of providers across New York and Pennsylvania offering same or next day appointments, Guthrie gets you back in the game as quickly as possible. Call the Guthrie Sports Medicine team today at 866-GUTHRIE or learn more at guthrie.org/sportsmed.
Welcome back, everybody. Remote broadcast live from Stadium 138. We got a question from the chat that I wanted to answer real quick. This one comes from Matthew Cole. Hey, Brooks, what book do you use for scorekeeping? Are you like the broadcasters and have a specific book you insist upon? Jacob Wilkins from the Rumble Ponies got me into Bob Carpenter's scorebooks. Well, I'll take that one question at a time. What book do I use? It is Sportcaster Life Hockey Scorebook, 2nd edition. This one has 90 games in it. Second part of the question, am I like broadcasters that have a specific book? Yes, just said. And fun fact, I'm friends with Jacob Wilkins, and when I used to be a minor league baseball broadcaster, I used the Bob Carpenter scorebook as well. But that's enough about that. Let's get back to the action here. Watertown with the puck down low below the goal line here. And it's stolen away by Connor Smith. 2-on-1 developing. Smith holding, centering it up, looking for a man on the far side. It was Austin Thompson, but instead makes its way back over and into the corner. Lord, the goal scorer for Watertown this period. Plays the puck over. And 4 shots so far on goal for Watertown this period, Cole. Almost 7 minutes gone. Quite frankly, I thought there'd be a little bit more, but maybe that's just speaking to how well the Black Bears are playing defensively, keeping pucks away from Sam Lavecchi.
I think it's a bit of both. I think the defense has been great from the Black Bears, but there doesn't seem to be much intensity from Watertown since they scored that goal from Trevor Lord. They're just not really pushing the pace like they should be, playing from behind 2 goals with only 13 minutes to play.
So Watertown will take on Danbury tomorrow night at the Danbury Ice Arena. Binghamton will host Elmira, who I believe has lost to Port Huron at home tonight. Elmira, tough sledding here as they had some games get moved around early in the season due to ice conditions, bad weather over about an hour west of Binghamton. Played 4 games in 4 days starting last night, and if my information is correct, starting with 2 losses at home, not a good way to start your weekend.
Brooks, I don't even think I could broadcast 4 games in a row, let alone play 4 hockey games in a row. That's just, whew, what a stretch.
Well, it looks like we got a little scruffle here as a referee's arm is up in the air. One man being ushered into the penalty box by a linesman, trying to make out a number before they cut away. And looks like only a Watertown player headed to the box. Either way, we know at least one penalty will be called against the Wolves. And you get a good look at the benches right there. Third period again brought to you by our new friends over at BJ's Wholesale Club. Congrats to BJ's on a brand new grand opening today.
I think, Brooks,
here in Johnson City.
And keyword, I think, because we didn't get a good look, I think it's Noah Doyle in the box, or as it looks like he's just been given the gate.
So somebody just went to the gate, and if you couldn't tell on your computer screen, we also couldn't tell. We've got 3 TVs in throwing distance playing this game for us. We got a dual screen computer playing the game as well. And this is a 5-minute power play according to the scoreboard. Here, a major with 7:35 gone here in the third period.
And you could just keep scoring when it's a 5-minute major, Brooks. There is nobody coming out of the box until that clock hits 0.
I believe that was Dakota Seaman. One of the single-digit numbers is what I was able to make out. I believe it was either Seaman or Sergev. They've worn number 2 both this year for Watertown, so I won't speculate on who it is anymore until... Oh, nope, never mind. I can say it. I will read it in just a second. Watertown does come into the zone short-handed. And it is, in fact, Dakota Seaman. According to the league website, 7:35. This is a match penalty, 5-minute major for spearing, which is an ejection. So Dakota Seaman's night is done. And Watertown down a forward for the remainder of the game. So, hesitant to say this. As long as you don't give up a goal if you're the Black Bears, successful 5 minutes.
Yeah, you could just kind of, right as you say that, Brooks.
Yeah, but Tyson Kirkby's coming back. And, yeah, no angle right there. So it works out for Binghamton. But if you believe in the announcer jinx, it almost just happened. Or, Levechi could have made a save. Who knows? Anderson brushes off a Watertown player. I think the Watertown faithful were looking for a call there. Don't get one, and now Oliveri plays it over to the red line. Yates flies into the zone, tries to get around one defender out wide, tries the stuff chance on the wraparound, and Bouchard makes the save holding the post. It's a good shave right there from Bouchard as that puck is thrown.
Hello. I thought it went out of play for a second, Brooks.
I thought it did too. I thought it was going to come through the computer screen. Good camera work right there. I thought it was gone. 3:19 left to go in the 5-minute major. Binghamton, with only one shot on goal so far on this power play, second unit is out. Ivashkin throws on the brakes outside the face-off circle, plays it over for Logar. Logar cuts to the middle of the ice. Bond's calling for it. Thompson sets a little bit of a pick. A shot denied by Bouchard if it got there. About 10:20 left to go here in the third period. Thompson centering up, tries to bank it in off the goaltender and sent just high by Logar, pinching in down low in the bumper position. Levechi way out of his net. He's going to play it all the way up to the red line. And Binghamton, though, without a clean entry off that Levechi pass, they have to backtrack a little bit, pull it out into the neutral zone. Under 10 minutes left to go here in the third period. Bond plays it over for Kirkby. Tries to get it back over to his teammate. Held in by Bond at the blue line. Fakes the wrister, holds, goes out wide. Yates holding, shot, never made it there. Check that, that was Oliveri. And the Don marking the top of the umbrella. Beautiful backhand pass over to Bond. And what do you think about having two defensemen out there in the form of Oliveri and Bond? I know Oliveri is playing forward tonight, but he's marking the spot at the top of the umbrella.
He kind of gives Dakota Bond the freedom to cut to the net like he did a little bit where he got himself into the slot, because Oliveri will be back to play defense too. So on the other hand, Dakota Bond gives Don Oliveri the freedom to go down there and cut towards the net. So I love it. I love watching Don because he's one of those players I like to call a Swiss Army knife, can do both.
9 minutes left to go here. 90 seconds left to go. Don't know where I got 190 from. Kirkby back over with Anderson. They play catch. Oliveri fires and caught by Bouchard.
Bouchard's been the best penalty killer so far for Watertown on this 5-minute major.
I agree with that.
As Binghamton's been kind of getting some shots off that have been high danger. I mean, Dakota Bond was right in the slot.
All right, take a timeout, come back. We got another question from the chat coming up right after this.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Stadium 138 live watch party here tonight. Big thank you to everybody who came early. I've seen a couple fans hit the hay a little bit, and they want to get a head start on tomorrow's festivities. Hart Cup at 3:30. Binghamton Police and Fire. Cole will be on the call for that game. I more than likely will be producing. The super producer Peter joins us at 7 o'clock for the Black Bears as they take on the River Sharks. For First Responder Night, sponsored by our friends over at Five Beauties.
I got to look at the jerseys today, Brooks, and I just love the fact that it's Five Beauties that sponsors it, because Beauties is such a big term in hockey, and it just looks great on the back of the jersey.
That it does. Big thanks to our friends over at Muckles, who today were putting the final touches on the jerseys, getting everybody's nameplate stamped on. In case you didn't know, the specialty jerseys that minor league hockey teams wear typically don't come with the names on the back. You have to get them heat pressed on. And our friends over at Muckles Inc. do just that for us as a shot is absorbed by Bouchard. 37 seconds left to go in this power play. 8:01 left to go here. Not the best looking power play for the Black Bears, I'll be the first one to say, but they're up to 47 shots on the night. No shortage of offense for the guys in white.
I think they're just trying to, kill as much clock as possible with the 2-goal lead, try to get to the buzzer, go home happy, and start for the festivities tomorrow, as you said, with the Hart Cup against the Elmira River Sharks.
We've said it before, you play to win, not to lose. So Binghamton keeps shooting the puck. I like it. Some games we've seen third period leads. Black Bears have dipped in third period shots and chances. This has not been one of those nights.
No, they've come out strong. They've been strong the entire game, and they really haven't let Watertown have much of a chance in this one.
So they're probably going to have to kill off one more Watertown power play. Typically when you see a 5-minute major go, as Ivashkin receives a beautiful pass from Dakota Bond from the blue line. Instead, Watertown comes back the other way. Late developing 2-on-1, back across. Tries a stuff chance, hack and whack, and they will score right on cue. Watertown back to within 1. Mercurio will grab that puck, and it's a 4-3 game now.
Now it gets interesting. They're really going to have to lock it down. It's not a shorthanded goal. The guy had come out of the box. It's Michael Mercurio who scores the goal, so thank you to Watertown for putting that up there. But now Binghamton's going to have to push the pace a little more, Brooks.
I don't think that was Michael Mercurio based on the way that the line went, but we'll wait and see. 7:23. Here's going to be our best angle at it. So stuff chance, loose puck. It's knocked in, and it is not 94, but 34. That is Justin Schmidt getting his first point of the season with his goal here to cut this to a 1-goal game. So how about that?
And there it goes right there on the board.
Yep, Justin Schmidt with the goal at 12:37. 7:09 left to go now. And now
things have gotten interesting.
Yep. So Binghamton does not score on their 5-minute power play. 2 for 4. And now it's stuck behind the net of Lavecchi. Watertown digs it out. Turnaround shot blocked by a Black Bears defender. Back to the umbrella. Arister looking for the tip. Lavecchi scrambling around. Recovers in his own crease. And it's getting out of harm's way. Here comes Kirkby with Oliveri over the line. Saucered over to Yates. Oliveri holding. Couldn't get his shot through as he was back-checked by Watertown.
Much more of a heavier pace from Watertown. They're feeling it from that last goal. They've got some momentum going.
They certainly are. This puck in and out of the neutral zone. Delayed offsides against the Wolves. That allows Liam Anderson to come in. He tries to reverse it down the wall for Oliveri, but he's sealed off on a pass that's a little bit too short. Yates steals it, trying to find Oliveri on a return feed, and instead, Watertown cleans it up. Tomasi hits it into the skates of Oliveri. Takes more time off the clock, but Oliveri, at the end of his shift, takes an eye look at the bench. Nice stick handle in the middle of the ice right now And love that stick handling display from Dan Weber. Centering pass never made it there. Tomasi plays it across. Nice 1-on-2 opportunity coming back for the Wolves. Have a whistle from behind the play at 5:48.
Not sure what this is about.
Linesmen and referees getting in between each other.
But let's talk about Dan Weber's stick handling ability. I know you watch practice, Brooks. Dan Weber just every game seems to be getting better and better and better, in my opinion. He just seems to have more confidence, especially since he's come back from the injured reserve.
Yep, I think so as well. You know, a couple of Black Bears players have been on the injured reserve this year. Egbert's been on it. Weber's been on it.
Schultz.
Now Schultz. Lavecchi was on it at one point earlier this season. So a couple of guys have to miss time with some injuries, battle through it, go through the recovery process, and make their way, you know, back onto the team. I'm excited to see Nolan Egbert play tomorrow night if everything stays according to the plan. That's what I was told today, but that, of course, can change. Nothing has been set in stone yet. Thompson comes in with a hammering of a slap shot. Now Watertown skates in. They played across, shot through traffic, blocked by the defense, and cleared back out into the neutral zone. 5:25 left to go. Lincoln Gingrich skates through, brushes off a wrap check from Thompson, but this play is offsides at the blue line. Cole got a question from Brian Odell. He wants to know, how long have you been an Islanders fan since you talk about them a lot?
Oh, I've been since I was born my entire life, but my first memory I can pick out is going to a game against the Ottawa Senators. And I don't know why I know this, but Kevin Poulin started for the Islanders. It was like an emergency goalie situation. He got called up from Bridgeport that day, and they won, I believe, 5-3. Not 100% sure on that, but I know they won. My little brother actually sang at the game in pre-K.
So, Gavin Yates loses the puck. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period, brought to you by BJ's Membership Club. Wholesale Club, check that. They're selling memberships right now after their grand opening today. Big hit laid on at the blue line. Watertown just throws this towards the net. Lavecchi makes the save. Loose puck is still available. Looked like Binghamton didn't know who was going to take it, the defenseman or the goalie. And now it is skated out of harm's way up to the blue line, but not out. Binghamton desperately needs a clear here. Under 5 left to go. Kirkby, the captain, corrals the loose puck and skates over the halfway point of the ice. Dancing around some defenders, comes in on the backhand, denied by Bouchard. Rebound still available as the Watertown goalie couldn't spring on it. Now flooded out into the neutral zone. 2-on-2 opportunity for Watertown, coming back the other way with the trailer. Skips over the stick, I believe, of Tomasi. And a shot deflected. Anderson had his pocket picked into the defensive side. Steered away by Lavecchi with his paddle. Under 4 minutes left to go now. Loose puck. Josh Fletcher tries to one-hand scoop it away. And a shot, and then it's going to be short-hopped into the glove of Lavecchi. Sends us to our final media timeout of the night. 3:45 left to go. 1-goal game between the Watertown Wolves and the Binghamton Black Bears. Back with you in just a minute, everybody.
Are you ready to take your billiards game to a whole new level? Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop has everything you need to impress your friends and crush your opponents. American Q Sports certified coach Kim the Dragon Young is now accepting new students. From novices to pros, the Dragon helps you find your best game with in-person or online instruction available worldwide. Need help with stance, stroke, or alignment and aiming? We've got you covered. Looking for advanced cue control techniques and trick shots? No problem. Follow us on Facebook at Dragon Billiards Instruction and Instagram at Dragon Billiards Kim for free daily tips and drills, upcoming tournaments and events, as well as exciting contests and giveaways. Subscribe on Patreon for personalized video content. Visit our online pro shop for the lowest prices on the highest quality pool cues, accessories, and Dragon Billiards gear. Dragon Billiards Instruction and Pro Shop, breathing fire into your game.
Welcome back, everybody. 3:45 left to go here. Third period action brought to you by our friends over at BJ's Wholesale Club. Brooks Hill, Cole Parenti on the call tonight here as we get back to the action. I actually just looked into our camera light, and boy, that thing is blinding if you look at it straight on.
I mean, it's better than the other light we had set up before. That one, I think, might have had the power of the sun, Brooks.
Yeah, we had our coaches show light, and we're asked to turn that one off. Mercurio throws a shot that's blockered away by Lavechi into the corner. 3:30 left to go. Here, third period action. Binghamton trying to skate out of the Watertown Municipal Arena with 3 points. This puck is not going to make the line for icing, so we keep that clock running, and puck stays in play as Ivashkin gives pressure on the way through. Getting a great look at Mercurio. Flies around Thompson into the corner. Walters pins it up against the wall. 24 and 25 for Binghamton. Taking precious seconds off of the clock. Watertown's not going to be happy about it. And JT Walters, like a statue, very content to stay stuck in the mud. And finally, the referee intervenes and blows the whistle.
Yeah, I guess when you lose sight of it, they got to blow it down. But also in the situations like that where the puck's just buried there, they can't let the full 3 minutes run off the clock. So they'll just blow it dead. They'll set up a offensive zone faceoff for the Watertown Wolves. And we'll see how this last 2 minutes and 58 seconds plays out.
Defensive zone draw. This will be on Thompson's power side. The righty trying to win that one back. It's poked down by Anderson, but Watertown's wingers get over towards the loose puck. A couple of bodies collide in the far face-off circle. Shot never made it there. Turnaround opportunity. Steered wide of Lavechi's net. Nice little between the legs play, I believe, from Trevor Lord right there as that puck is shot off the glass. Sergeyev now backtracking. It's a stick handle on it. Excuse me, that was Vladislav Pavlov. Haven't said too much of his name tonight. And a shot from all the way from the red line is absorbed by Lavechi.
We'll see how quickly Coach Verbeek is with the pull of Elio Bouchard. Some people are more conservative. Some people are much more aggressive. And I can say from, as Brian O'Dell pointed out, watching the Islanders, Patrick Waugh, very aggressive.
How early did Patrick Waugh pull the goalie the other night?
I believe with 2 minutes to go, he pulled his goalie.
Well, I wouldn't say that's too aggressive. I feel like that's more the mainstream.
Yeah, but you know he was definitely thinking about it up on a 5-minute major, down by 2 with 10 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah, he probably was. All right, loose puck. Bouncing around, Liam Anderson.
Speak of empty nets.
Shoots it down the length of the ice. This is icing against the Black Bears. Actually, I believe that was Jesse Anderson. That would have been an Anderson hat trick had he made it.
I don't think they're going to see many hats in Watertown for a Black Bear hat trick.
No, because the safety net goes all the way around.
Then I'll be impressed if they get a hat on the ice.
So 2:05 left to go here. Third period. Black Bears looking for the empty netter to put this one away. Watertown looking for the equalizer, sending it to extra hockey. Kirkby will take this face off against Mercurio. And this is knocked out into the neutral zone by the Black Bears wingers. Watertown will have to pull back from the offensive side. And they pull the puck behind their own net for this breakout. Gavin Yates almost stole that puck away. Shot towards the empty net. Partial block by the defenders. And now Watertown's going to have to gain entry into the zone. Cross-ice pass. Mercurio lost the handle on it. Yates flying into the zone. Couldn't corral it. In time, he separated from the puck. Stretch pass. Lavechi melts it down as it hops over the stick. And that almost threaded through the Black Bears defense, but Lavechi, standing on his toes, was ready for it.
You know he thought about it for a half second to shoot it down there if he didn't see that Watertown Wolves streaking. It might have crossed his mind. I remember hearing Nolan Egbert say that. They definitely talk about it, Lavechi, Egbert, and McAnanama. We'll see if one of them tries it again, since Connor McAnanama tried it down in Danbury.
I'd be surprised if the goalie tries only up by 1.
Looks like Watertown's called their timeout.
Yeah, that's a good use of the timeout from Coach Verbeek. 91 seconds left to go here, third period action. Binghamton called their timeout at the 12:20 mark of period number 2. And that was on a 5-on-3, led to a Black Bears goal. So
Coach Sherwood knew what he was drawing up. Final 2 minutes to go in this one, Brooks, and it's felt like an eternity between the way these two teams have had us kind of biting our nails.
Don't forget, after this, we have the La Quinta Inn & Suites post-game show where myself and Cole will recap tonight's game, take a look at what happened across the league, because unfortunately I forgot to get to that tonight. But I was really glad that we could have Bryce Farrell join us here for a live intermission report and hear a little insight from him. I apologize for the early miscue on the microphone, but I think we got some good sound bites on the way through, and really glad he was able to hop on. So this is shot down the length of the ice, off the face-off, just misses. And this is another icing against the Black Bears. So it takes 6 seconds off the clock.
Might have scraped the post, Brooks. It was that close to putting this one away for Binghamton.
So Tyson Kirkby stays out there. This time does not go forward with it. This is played off the glass, knocked down, not cleared. Shot blocked, up to the blue line, and now it's dumped out into the neutral zone. Watertown's going to touch up. Quick re-entry, Mercurio goes out wide. Levechi trying to grab at it, trying to knock it down, but it stays in play and in the offensive side for the Wolves. 65 seconds left to go, cleared once again, but goes off a couple of sticks, back out only into the neutral zone. Watertown touches it, and they are off sides. Got a little too anxious with 56 seconds left to go on the re-entry. And this will be a neutral zone face-off coming up for the Black Bears.
Yeah, Brooks, and the Binghamton fans here at Stadium 138 are on their feet as the final minute is definitely going to be a tense one. Starts with this offside. It's the Trevor Lord line that's out there first. We'll see if Tate Leeson joins him with Chiwetin Blacksmith and Michael Mercurio, but that's up to Coach Verbeek and not us.
Good defensive play at the red line by the Black Bears. Josh Fletcher takes seconds off, makes Watertown come back the other way. Shot towards the empty net, just wide. I believe that got knocked down by a hand. Couple more opportunities coming up for the Black Bears. Or excuse me, the Wolves. Blacksmith crosses over the line, open man. Has the puck brushed off his stick by Bond. Lord back across, shot. Knocked down by the defense and poked out into the neutral zone. Smith has it blocked over to Thompson. Thompson buries it into the empty net. And the Black Bears get their 5th goal of the night. An empty net tally. And Binghamton will escape the Watertown Municipal Arena with a regulation victory and pick up a much-needed 3 points.
Exhale, Binghamton. Exhale. They'll go up 5-3. Austin Thompson, who's had a strong game from the center position, gets a nice reward with an empty net goal. Binghamton increases their lead in the standings, and another 3 points. It's going to be, as we like to mention, a nice bus ride home.
Final face-off win of the night for Tyson Kirkby. Jesse Anderson will just run away with the puck. Final horn will sound, and the Black Bears defeat the Wolves at the Municipal Arena for the 2nd time this season. 5-3 the final score. Got a little exciting in the 3rd period with 2 goals from Watertown, but the empty net tally for the Black Bears at the end gives them the insurance that they need to go home as they pick up 3 points. Sam Levechi picks up his 8th win of the season, improves to 8-1-1 on the year. Binghamton picks up their 21st victory of the season, now 68 points in the Empire Division. We're going to take a quick timeout. Everybody come back with the La Quinta Inn & Suites postgame show right after these messages.
You can experience gig speeds with Greenlight Networks. Our reliable fiber connection provides fast, affordable internet, so you can accomplish more in less time. We're expanding coverage in many places in the Southern Tier, and we want to be your internet provider. Visit greenlightnetworks.com and click on Check Availability to see if we're in your area. Greenlight Networks, fast, affordable internet in your hometown.
For discounted name brand clothing and footwear for the whole family, Homer Men and Boys Store is the place to shop. In business since 1951, our woman-owned family business is known for treating their customers like family. And there's nothing more important to us than backing every sale with friendly service. Come visit us to see the largest pair of jeans in the world. Come see what we have for you.
Welcome in, everybody, from Stadium 138, La Quinta Inn & Suites postgame show. La Quinta Inn & Suites, the perfect place to plan your next day here in the Southern Tier. Perfect for tomorrow night's first responders game if you're coming from out of town. Stop by Stadium 138. They were gracious hosts for us tonight. You can stop by pregame, maybe squeak in during happy hour, or hit them up after postgame. Get a great meal afterwards. Hopefully the Black Bears will be talking about a 6-point weekend. Cole, they pick up 3 points here tonight against the Watertown Wolves. Austin Thompson, Jesse Anderson with 2, Connor Smith with 1, but it all started back in the beginning, 49 seconds in, thanks to Tyson Kirkby.
Yeah, it was a full team effort, definitely. Brooks down a forward tonight with Bryce Farrell still suspended, and the team came together to, like Bryce was talking about with us. They kind of came around each other and made sure to come away with 3 points because it was a full-blown team effort from all of them. There's a lot of different numbers here on your score sheet, Brooks. I can't count them all quickly, but a big game, especially tonight for Jesse Anderson, too.
Yeah, Jesse Anderson with 2 goals, his first multi-goal game of the year. Connor Smith with 2 points as well. Austin Thompson, a goal and an assist. Ivashkin with an assist. And Don Oliveri with 2 primary helpers. Tyson Kirkby with a goal and Gavin Yates with an assist. That's everybody for the Black Bears who tallied a point tonight. Good job tonight for Sam Levecchi, stopping 26 of 29. And that'll improve his numbers in the goals against average and in the save percentage category as well. Last goal of the night comes at even strength time, 19:49. Austin Thompson from Connor Smith. Points are points, no matter which way you look at it. We're taking a look here at the out-of-town scoreboard, updating everybody on what went on across the league here tonight. Final score, Port Huron 5, Elmira 1. So Elmira empty-handed in their first 2 games of the weekend. They still got 2 more to go. They face off with Binghamton tomorrow night for first responders night. Motor City beats Blue Ridge 4-1. So Motor City keeps their lead on Danbury for second place in the Empire Division. Danbury being the idle team not playing tonight. Columbus beats Baton Rouge at home 3-1 in favor of the River Dragons, and Mississippi currently has a 4-1 lead over Carolina. Carolina dealing with some call-ups right now with Dawson Baker. Yeah, and those are 2 big key players missing from that Thunderbirds club, and last night not the best effort from their team as Mississippi got the best of them, but also long travel from North Carolina to Mississippi, and not looking so good for Coach Harrison's club right now. So that's the update on the out-of-town scoreboard. Binghamton remains top of the Empire, picking up 3 points here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night, first responders night at the arena. Hart Cup starts at 3:30 between Binghamton Police and Fire. Guest coaches by Brant Sherwood and Tom Reynolds. First responders night, specialty jerseys will be auctioned off live following the game, win or lose, and we sure hope it's a win. Brought to you by our friends over at 5 Beauties Home Decor. So make sure you are at the arena. Tickets less than 1,000 when we came here earlier today. I don't know what the number is at right now, but I guarantee you when you wake up tomorrow morning, there will be less than what there is right now. So go ahead, order your tickets online, binghamtonblackbears.com/tickets. Go through our friends over at Ticketmaster, reserve your seat ahead of time. That way, you're not caught waiting in the line while the game is getting ready to start. For my partner, Cole Parenti, I'm Brooks Hill. Everybody who helped us get set up tonight with the Black Bears, Trevor, EJ, Bobby, your friend Derek running security for us there during the second half of the game, keeping some stragglers away from the camera and walking up to the broadcast table. My name is Brooks Hill. We're talking to you tomorrow night for the Hart Cup and also the Black Bears against the River Sharks, brought to you by 5 Beauties at 7 o'clock. Have a good night, everybody. Black Bears win by a final score of 5-3 over the Watertown Wolves.